Hello, Internet! Welcome to Extra Attack. Thank you for joining us. I am your DM, Tyler, reporting to you once again from the future. This week, I would like to remind everyone who knows, announce to everyone who doesn't know, that I am holding a contest where you can decide what I do with my facial hair. I'm asking everybody to donate to Shatterproof, a nonprofit committed to ending stigmas around addiction and helping improve treatment across the country. Every dollar that you donate is one vote towards what I do with my facial hair. For more information on that and how to really vote, donate, all those steps, we'll have a video right before break, or you could check out our YouTube channel where the video is already posted. I think that's about it for me. Be sure to follow us on all the social media accounts at Extra Attack RPG, and please enjoy tonight's episode of Dungeons and Dragnets, Rexxentrum Nights.
Previously on Dungeons and Dragnets, Rexxentrum Nights.
That's back at the lean draft.
Lean draft.
We need to go back to the lead draft. I have to keep talking like this or I'm going to lose it.
I think that's where we're heading, isn't it?
Okay, so what a good jumping off point here. You guys were convinced Armand to kind of make a play at Goldfang, sort of preying on Armand's sort of macho pride, and you in a very roundabout way, Jack and Ira convinced the locksmiths to join the cause. You
need a bone lady emote.
Yeah, you got Captain Richter involved, who you had not seen actually at the battle. And essentially, Armand and Goldfang, I guess, were aware of each other's moves on each other, and a very large sort of battle at the gin mill ensued, where Goldfang used some very strange sort of evil blood vein magic, wild shit. Ira turned into a wolf. She's still a wolf currently.
Can't overlook that part. That's very important.
That's something we gotta talk about. Much terrifying. Very wow.
Yeah. My God, if I could do the Ira werewolf as like a doge,
Yes.
I feel like the Ira werewolf is like this huge like monster thing, and then she's like, "Hi,
hello." After Armand started to run away,
like a little bitch.
Yeah, Thrush got really personal about it, and the original plan was to let Armand go in and you guys would get away and let the battle play out how it plays out, to get yourselves out of danger and hopefully weaken both sides. However, that did not go to plan, as you guys got caught up in a fight. Eventually fleeing when the locksmiths blew up a wall, killed two guys, said, "Fuck that shit, you guys should come with us," and leave. The locksmiths dispersed. Armand started to disperse as you eventually got outside. Goldfang used his weird little vein thing and attached himself to Armand when Thrush used dissonant whispers to make Goldfang run away, actively saving Armand's life as you get outside, picking up Armand, turning around, noticing a large shadowy creature that then coated the entire hole in the wall in a sort of deep pitch blackness. brings us to where we are now. Outside of the gin mill, holding Armand.
I think we should
Ira is a werewolf.
Yes.
There is chaos everywhere. Looking around, there is Crownsguard fighting Crownsguard. You see some of the people Armand brought with you fighting some of the locksmiths. There's just chaos, people running away. Everybody make me perception checks.
Natural 20, baby.
Hey.
It's 19.
I know what you're
there,
asking
friend.
yourself. How did I get myself in this situation? Well, I'll tell you. Record scratch noise. But ooh, I rolled a not very good roll. Let's see here.
Oh,
That's gonna be an 11. An 11.
I got a dirty 20.
Nice. And Thrush, what did you get again?
That was a 19 there, guy.
19. Okay. Ira and Chaps, you looking around noticed something interesting happening, which is Crownsguard members being sort of handcuffed and bound and taken away by other Crownsguard members. Seems to be led by a small halfling. Thrush, you notice Captain Richter is outside, waiting for the chaos to ensue, and now taking as many names as possible. Okay. As you sort of looking around and catch them doing their thing, they immediately spot you, and then spot Armand. And now Captain Richter's walking over to you. What's everyone doing?
I'm looking for a place to run. For some escape. Like where there's less chaos that maybe I can kind of sneak through.
What do you guys think we should do? We need to run.
I turn to the three and clearly Chap's holding on mine and I go, run. I just say run.
Yeah. Do I see a place that I can like go that's maybe less people? So if anyone does try and get in my way, I can kind of
Roll perception or investigation very quickly. Yeah.
I'm also gonna say to Chaps, you should give him to me. I can carry him a lot easier.
Yeah. Question for the
Got a
DM:
9.
Is
Yes.
Armand dead or like in like death saving throw territory?
Sort of death saving throw territory, kind of just unconscious right now.
I'm going to burn a cure wounds on him. As I put my hand, like as everything's like getting together where they're clearly about to start running, I just like silently just put my hand on him and do a healing word actually without touching him. Healing for 8 points as hopefully Chaps, Ira, and Jack start running. And then
Did you give me that perception check?
Yeah, I got a 9.
9. Everything's a little crowded and a little chaotic right now. There are people kind of running in directions. There's bits of rubble from the explosion. There are people bleeding and screaming. At this point, though, this is Rexxentrum. The crowd can't last the entire city. You need to pick a direction and you need to go.
I'll look at Ida and I'll say, let's get out of here, and then we'll figure out where to go from there. And I'm just gonna like I can carry him. It's not too much of a hassle. I'm also
Roll for hassle.
I'm also 42. No.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna head towards an alleyway.
Mhm.
That's just away from the building.
Can you give me a dexterity check to kind of
Save.
navigate through?
Saver check.
Check. Yeah. Nothing is actively impeding you aside from a crowd. This is your own finesse to get through a crowd.
8.
8. It's tough. This is taking a while to kind of break through the crowd and find anything. Ira, are you helping out anyway? Jack, are you helping out in any way?
Yeah, I guess I'll get in front of them and just start kind of like, I'm assuming people see a werewolf and they would move away. So I'm kind of like clearing, I guess, a path forward.
I hope they move away and not attack you.
Let's let these guys decide.
Try to intimidate them, just like move. Like, oh shit.
That's when they attack you.
Yeah.
Do you want to try an intimidation roll?
Yeah, let's do it.
I know the DC you have to clear because I just rolled it.
Is it a
I
nat
help
one?
with the intimidation
It
roll
wasn't.
because
I
also
rolled a
have
19 and I have a
never mind,
plus
you're
2.
good.
I have a plus 2 intimidation, so that'll be a 21.
21?
21! Yeah, as you just kind of like see chaps kind of struggling to, how do I get through? Where do I go? Where's the break in the crowd? You just kind of step up, and any sort of craziness going on immediately fucking parts. Like, Thrush, are you staying behind?
Just for a second, as Richter gets close to me.
Yeah, Richter gets close, and they notice the sort of werewolf metal man human dude break. As you stay behind, they go, what is going on here? Was that Armand?
I go, it's hard to explain in such a quick period of time, Cap, but stuff's a bit crazy. Goldfang is extremely more powerful than any of us calculated, and Armand, wild prick, might be my way out of this sticky situation. Round up as many crowns guard as he can. This isn't a wasted effort. This is a significant blow to Goldfang. And then I'm just gonna fucking misty step towards where my friends were, like, just like birds, like, and then start running after them.
Right. As then you hear from the sending stone kind of going into your mind, just like, this conversation is not over.
Can I respond?
I'll speak with you later. And yeah, you can respond.
Yeah, just go. I figured as much, and then just keep running.
Yeah, you managed to find the alleyway that your friends are sort of dipping off into, starting to get away from the main crowd. Thrush, can you roll me a perception check?
That's a 16 there, guy.
16, you kind of getting there and looking back for a second, you can see Richter is starting to make sort of retreating maneuvers with their troops and stuff.
Okay.
As you guys now find yourself in an alley, maybe a block or two away from the main chaos, sort of getting off to the side.
Yeah. As I catch up, I just go, we need to hide now.
Yeah, I'm not so sure where best place to go is.
What's the bar name of the bar that we were all staying at before?
As you just hear Armand go, the lean draft.
Yeah, that place.
I can walk.
Sure.
Put 'em down now, chaps, I think.
Yeah, as long as we don't run into further trouble right away.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, I'll like help Armand down, and I'll just be like, "Do you need to lean against me?"
No, I think I'm fine. Let's get the hell away from here.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, we just
You'll find no argument from me.
slink away as quietly as we can. I think at some point I'm gonna turn to Ira and I go, so not that this isn't miraculous and absolutely fucking terrifying, but are you stuck that way?
Has it been an hour, or do you think I have like maybe like 15 minutes of this left?
You've got a few minutes of this left, but
I can't imagine.
I mean,
this
you
actually going on
can
very long.
change out at any moment.
That's true. I'm gonna stay there until we're somewhere safe, though. No, I can turn back. I just want to make sure we're safe first. I'll answer any other questions later.
Yeah. All right. Just make sure you're all right, and also not a giant wolf forever.
Yeah, I'm glad that this is not permanent.
I mean,
I feel like it would be a little bit harder to move through the city unnoticed if you were stuck that way.
And I wouldn't be able to wear as many cute shirts as I do.
You'd probably
I'm
be
sure we could still
freaking out
find
a
you
little bit.
shirts, but
You'd probably also be freaking out a little bit, because if you were like stuck that way, then this would probably be the first time you'd transformed into a freaky ass werewolf, and
Yeah,
You
definitely
know,
not the first.
yeah, so I think you would probably be a little bit more like, oh God, what's happening? Am I stuck like this? And you know, if you were, you seem to be taking this in stride.
yeah, we're like saying this all quietly as we're trying to get away, and I'm just like, I heard songs and stories of Lycans. Never thought I'd meet one, let alone fight with one. This shit is crazy.
Can you give me a group stealth check? Ira at disadvantage because you are a big fucking werewolf. It's late in the night, but you know.
Is that a nat one?
No, it was a 6. Let me check.
Can I
It was-
shoot
I-
can I shoot a bardic inspiration over? For that stealth check?
I still didn't add up my stealth yet.
I got a 22.
But with a 6, it would be a 9 altogether.
I got a 21. 21.
I originally rolled a really bad roll, so I used one of my lucky skills, and I rolled again. And then this time, I got a 27. 27?
Doesn't work.
not a
It
thing.
doesn't. I'm gonna
Ian.
make it. I'm gonna keep on doing it.
Anytime it's over 20, you're gonna try it. And she's
Yeah.
like, no, that's not how this.
37.
As you all sort of make your way through the city, Ira seems really kind of out of her element right now. She's, as you know from your first job together as the Unfortunates, she's not always the stealthiest, despite the fact that earlier that night she proved herself to become very stealthy along with the company of like 30 other people that she helped become stealthy. But typically this is her element, even less so now that she's a fucking werewolf. However, the rest of you know your way around here decently well. And Jack, even if you don't know your way around that well, you know how to sneak well. So
I know how to sneak.
And Armand rolled a natural 14. So with the help of everyone, you choose enough sort of alleyways and stuff to avoid main attention as you get through the Shimmer Ward, going back towards the cusp of the Tangles in the Mudtop Ward. However, you are getting close to the sort of inner wall section that you had to approach by before. Earlier in the evening when someone, was it Armand? I can't quite remember. Either Armand or one of his men murdered a Crown's Guard as you were trying to sneak a ton of people through the gate. So what's the call for everyone as you get closer up to this gate?
Well, I think that went well.
I
refer to like the whole situation that we just got ourselves out of.
Right, but you're still in the Shimmer Ward and you're getting close to the gate where there are typically guards. So this is kind of an obstacle here.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, this.
How can I get a percent or like a pick set? Can we see the guards from where we are?
Roll perception.
It's not one.
You're not quite close enough. You're getting up on there.
I mean, we'll get a little bit closer and then I'll take a peek.
Okay.
Yeah, I got an idea. I got a couple
I
things I
also
can do.
got a nat 1.
I'm gonna
It is.
revert back now because I only think I have a few minutes anyway, and I would hate to like revert back if I'm trying to sneak somewhere or
Yeah, that'd probably be bad.
yeah.
Just this big wolf person going through a crowd and they just shrink and it's like, what just happened?
Yeah, how quick do you think the process is? Do you think it's as laborious as the turning process?
I think it's kind of just like I'm thinking. I guess it would be more. It wouldn't be as like painful as the process turning into a wolf, because like with the process of going into a wolf, you see like bones breaking and elongating because this is a bigger type of character, but like becoming smaller and back into like a humanoid type form. I think it'd be like less painful. The fur would just start retracting back into the skin. The nose getting smaller, and like just like kind of everything.
Less of searing pain, more of extreme discomfort.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I probably would have just said keep walking forward for like a few seconds, like just keep going and I'll catch up to you, and then I like run to catch up.
I like peek back as you're going back. I'm like, wonder where she keeps all that fur.
So now you've got maybe a block or two away from you. There's a main thoroughfare that goes down to the sort of small gate of this white wall that composes the sort of inner circle of Rexxentrum. There are side streets to go on. You can kind of come along the wall and try and make your way in through like that. It's not a very large wall. It's just this kind of reminder of class differences in the city, as the Shimmer Ward is much nicer.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're casual enough about it, since we're going from the Shimmer Ward, maybe there'll be less eyes on us.
Ira's clothes are likely ripped to hell. I mean, unless they shrink.
That's a shame because didn't you? No wait.
You just
I
bought
just
some.
bought some.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's like a new outfit.
Yeah.
I'm like holding it like in places that I don't want it to fall.
I like backhand Jack in the chest. I'm like, you're the only one with a giant coat, other than on mine. Maybe the fur would feel good on mine.
Wait, tell you what, let's get Armand naked. Let's have him
As
dress
Armand
Schneider.
takes off the coat and kind of drapes it around Ira.
Okay, well now you
and
make
he's
me look
just
like a
got-
jerk. I was gonna offer my jacket.
I said your name first, but then I thought about the fur thing, and I was like, hey, it might be nice. Hey.
He's got like
That's
a
true, yeah.
sort of white like tunic type undershirt that's a little dirty now, all things
Probably got some
considered.
blood on it too.
Lots of
It's a
blood
nicer
on it.
jacket though. It's a much nicer jacket than mine.
Ida doesn't like say anything out loud, but just kind of like bows her head.
Mhm.
And I just look at the others and I'm like, maybe we can just walk through.
You know, yeah. Where's
Well-
the shot? Why not?
Aren't those the fellas that work with Kai? Weren't they?
No,
Some
no,
of
no.
them.
Yeah. You don't know. Could be.
Well,
We push gets to shove.
we push them and shove them.
Yeah, I mean, just. You know what, Jack? Couldn't have said it better myself. That's the lie. I could have said it better. That's what I do. But for now,
Well-
let's just head into it. Damn.
Let's just get this day over with. Wish.
Are we approaching head on?
You go.
If we come from the side, maybe they'll have less time to look at us.
Unless you got a better idea.
The side. We come in from
I
the
mean,
side.
like, I was talking to Armand in that instance.
Oh.
I suppose we've all resigned to a more violent ending to this encounter.
I mean, doesn't necessarily have to be violent. Can we see them now? 100%. Like,
I mean, roll perception.
that's a 17 there, guy.
17? Yeah, you can see there are currently 3 soldiers there, as one of their own had been murdered at a similar post earlier, and then a lot has gone down
Yeah.
in the interim.
Can I
Do they look like they're locking down the gate, or are they just like as usual at their post? Like, has word spread that something's happened in the city?
Roll insight.
Can I also roll insight? I want to see how tough these guys look.
I'm rolling terrible right now. I got a 7.
Hard to say. They look alert, though.
Can I
6
do
plus
my,
1.
Yeah, you can do your toughness check.
It's 22 there.
They look kind of shrimpy. They look heavily armored, but kind of shrimpy.
All right. I say to the group, I say, be on your toes, but don't do anything unless it's absolutely necessary.
If they
And then-
provoke, I could always distract while you all head on.
You're all magic types, correct?
Alexa, stop.
On the road.
Sorry, she just started like talking.
You're all magic types, or some of you are.
Yeah.
Is there anything you can assist with
Yeah,
as
doesn't
far as
that-
my appearance goes?
How
have we
many is
used up
there?
our turn invisible spell?
3.
I mean, I can make him invisible, but god damn it.
Wait, how many did you say there were again?
It's
3.
3.
3. Does Blood Cursed of the Marked only work on one, or would I just roll 3 Hemocraft dice?
Oh, I look up that blood curse. You didn't tell me which one that you had taken, or you did, and I forgot.
Oh well, that's I got another one too, but
Did you swap it out?
the Blood Curse of the eyeless.
Yeah.
That one. No, I've had that one. I added a different one too that I can send you.
Yeah. No. We're getting there now. There's about 1.5 million blood curses.
I got a couple of things I can do, but
Bonus action, you mark a creature you can see within 30 feet of you at the end. Until the end of your turn, whenever you deal damage to the target, you roll an additional.
Yeah, for each affected attack. I don't know.
Yeah, you would, but that only that you do.
Yeah.
And that would be. So in a turn order, you could mark 1,
hmm
and then when you hit them again, it does the damage, and then at the end of your turn, that mark is over. And then you could use another bonus action to hit another one. So you couldn't get all 3 at the same time with the
But
one
I could
you
get
said.
one of them though.
Yeah.
Well, that might be enough. Maybe they'll be distracted with like the. I'll try. I'll do it. Might as well, right?
Keep in mind, with things that typically last 1 turn, that's 6 seconds.
Yeah.
So you might want to wait on those things until you're in it, because if you do it
Yeah.
now and then sneak up, it'll already be worn off.
Well, that's what I meant. Like when we're close, I wanted to be able to use that. I just wanted to double check with you how that's how it works. Cool.
I,
All right.
I have an,
Well, that
I
would
have an
be
idea.
A D6, right? No, because I.
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
I got something I can do also. God damn it. I'm going to say, follow behind me, and if something bad happens, make sure I don't die. And I'm gonna just start walking like 30 feet ahead of everybody.
Okay.
Walking towards the guards, and I'm gonna pull out my lute, and I'm gonna start playing a song. Very soft song. And as I get within 90 feet of these guards, I'm going to cast Sleep at 3rd level.
Okay. Okay.
I gotta get a bunch of D6s.
Yeah.
That's
Are
why I
they-
was doing the inside check to see how they look. You're like,
D6s or D8s?
Is it D8s or D6s to me? D8s. Ugh. Get out of here. I'm just kidding.
Yeet!
It's 5 for the initial spell. I believe. Let me just double check.
And it's like 2 for every level.
2 for every
above.
level, so it's 9, I believe. Let me
That's
just
a
double
lot.
check.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, 98.
That's a lot of dice.
Yes, 5
You're gonna need a lot of that.
You gotta need a lot of dice. I, for one, I'm gonna break my normal thing, and I'm just gonna roll 98s digitally.
Boo.
I don't feel like opening so many things of dice, and my other bag of dice is in my car.
Okay.
I'll roll it.
They see me rolling.
There's something really special about this recording, y'all. And it's got to do with the timing of the recording.
Absolutely.
No one knows when that is, so they'll have to guess.
Boy, can you
Magic.
believe that thing that just happened?
That's 41 that's 41 points of health. So depending on how strong these guys are, collectively 41 points of them go to sleep.
They just immediately go to sleep, right? There's no saving throw.
Let me double check.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think it just depends on their health pool. I don't know if there is a save pool.
Yeah, I don't think
No,
so.
there's starting with a creature with the lowest
Yeah.
current health points. Each creature affected by a spell falls unconscious. Yep.
As you walk up, and
I just like singing a sweet song. I'm just like,
and just kind of the waves go out, and you can see they've got helmets on, so you can't really see what they look like or facial features. They kind of just turn to each other and just as two of them fall down, as then the one gets his sword out. It's just like very ready and confused by what's happening.
I just go, hey, what's going on, man?
What is this? What did you do?
I didn't do anything, bud. I'm just playing music. What's great? What's up?
Who are you?
Just a passerby. That's all I am. And I'm still like playing.
I'm surprised you're not doing that. You don't know who I am?
I use it when it's necessary. This is definitely not one of the times to...
And I just rolled to see if he knows you, and he doesn't.
The day has finally come.
Strange things are happening in this area. What? And now my comrades just fall over. Who are you? What is this?
I'm nobody. Where's everybody else at this point?
I'm walking up.
I'm
Am
there.
I at least within 30 feet of this?
Do you want to be?
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, he's gonna get real like fighty.
Yeah, go ahead. Let it out.
Let's do it. I'm gonna use Blood Curse of the Eyeless on him.
Oh god.
Eyeless or the marked? You mean?
Of the Eyeless.
Eyeless is when he takes an attack.
Blood Curse of the Eyeless is when a creature you can see within 30 feet looks
Makes an
like makes an attack roll. You can use your reaction on one of the Hemocraft die to subtract that.
Also,
Basically,
you would use that when he attacks.
yeah.
He's like getting prepared to attack. I was like, whoa, what's going on, man?
Who are these people?
I go, they look like just people walking through
Yeah,
the
we're
city.
just
Are we
walking.
not allowed to walk through the city anymore?
Yeah, what's going on? Why can't we walk?
You pulling your sword on everyone that walks through this gate?
Because
You need to take a
you got friends sleeping on the job, and then you get all antsy. That's weird.
you need to take a relaxation draft there, pal.
Can everyone roll me intimidation? As this is 5-on-1.
As that was a pretty intimidating situation.
Right.
I got a 14.
I got,
Lots of
13.
people covered in blood.
I only got 13.
I'm covered
I got
in oil.
I got a 14.
What did
Armand
Armand
Although I
get?
think
I'm
I just
curious.
got an intimidation feat
Oh,
somewhere.
I rolled his. Armand got a 17.
Hey.
As are you gonna look into your feet there?
I did. I think I just got a boost. I think I managed to become expertise in intimidation.
Gotcha.
But so I still got a 14.
As then you guys are all talking, and Armand just kind of steps up and he says, "Sir, you are clearly outmatched. Step aside before worse things happen." He just kind of looks at like the very scary group of people.
Look, friendo, we're not trying to cause any sort of
Fuck
ruckus
this,
here.
fuck this, and he just starts running away, like past you guys.
Okay.
Into the Shimmer Ward.
He wasn't really in danger.
I turn
would say.
everybody. I go. I get to put him to sleep also, but
Well, hey, look, you got his pals here.
He definitely ran the wrong way.
Yup.
How many,
Much safer just staying here, but
how
whatever.
many points was your pool?
41.
7 points off.
I mean, I was saying I could have cast sleep again. I
Sure.
I have sleep still.
Yeah.
I've got an unnecessary. I still have 2 second and 2 first level spell
I
slots.
looked at all your character sheets. Nobody's really like hurting that bad.
Nah,
No.
I'm very conservative with my spells for the most part, especially because most of my actions are to do with like talking to people. So
Right. Yeah.
I will vicious mockery a bitch. Don't ever stop. Stop. Think I won't.
I mean, now that he's out of the way, I think we keep going.
Yeah, as he runs past, and Armand kind of looks at the other two and says, "Well, shall we?"
See, nobody had to get hurt.
Not a person.
Knowing
See how
full
these
well
two
they
do.
probably like hurt themselves falling down. Like
Right, just straight down, like
Yeah.
in full plate, like somebody
That's-
twisted an ankle, and it is staying there for the evening.
Ooh.
that's aggressive.
As you sort of get out past the gates of the Shimmer Ward, things start to get much more quiet. As the commotion that was previously happening just past this wall seems to not be much of an issue in the Tangles. It's the same clear, cool night as it was when you were walking up to the gym now. You seem to be in the clear.
Now I'm gonna say it. Boy, I feel like that went pretty well. All things considered.
Yeah, I think
I thought we were gonna be dead.
I think my definition and your definition of pretty well is a little skewed there, Jackie boy.
Are you alive?
You know what? I don't give points often. You get 1. That was a good. That's good.
Everybody gets one.
Thanks, Spider-Man.
Armand just. What a twist!
Swings off. Oh my god, he was Peter Parker the whole time. If you arrange the letters in Peter Parker.
Oh my god.
Peter Parker, Armand.
It was right in front of our faces. His middle name is Peter Armand Parker, of course.
Oh man.
So
Armand, why is your middle name Marvolo?
oh goodness. Oh, bunch
Oh,
of
my
nerds,
goodness.
all of us.
So many pulls.
Yeah.
I think Chaps is just like, well, I think Goldfang's gonna have a little bit of a harder time doing his thing in the city after what happened tonight. He revealed a lot about his character.
How
Well, to a bunch of people who died, to like a room of people who got murdered. I feel like
And a bunch of witnesses.
who he murdered. I'm pretty sure. Didn't he murder?
There was
pretty
a
much-
whole fight going on in the middle of that floor, Jack. I don't know if you saw. Not everyone
Whoa.
in there died.
I just think it should look. That dude didn't clear out the room with a big tentacle, like weird veiny tentacle swipe thingy going on, but he should, he certainly had that going on. But those people were all fighting to not die, which would keep me pretty distracted, I would say. I barely noticed the veiny shit. I had to roll a really high perception check to fucking see it. So, who's to say?
I think
As you guys are talking and going on, Armand's just. We can discuss this further when we are on common territories, places we are safe.
yeah.
Right. Yeah, I guess that's true.
Fast feet and all that, and keep head like lead the way.
As he kind of limping a little bit, still a little roughed up, makes his way through. After a good half an hour or so, just kind of silently walking through a quiet nighttime city street, you find yourself back at the lean draft. Outside the familiar sort of low decor exterior, as he walks up, he pulls out a key, unlocks the door, and walks in. Are you all right behind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see Brash is still there waiting, the orc that occasionally manages the front door.
The one who probably robbed me of my stuff.
Huh? Oh no, that's a different orc, different bar.
Okay.
Wait, are you talking about the guy from the gin mill?
Whoever followed us to my office and then clearly, relayed the information.
Oh,
about my
Kara.
safe.
They were human.
Oh, okay.
And they work for Kai.
See, okay, that makes yeah.
Sorry.
You're mixing up signs. You just think everyone's evil at this point.
There is
Pretty
also
much, yeah, they all blend together.
there is also an orc who works at the gin mill named, what is his name? His name is Kent, and he speaks with a British accent. He was the one who was like, "This is your last chance," and you guys were like, "No, I don't think so." And he's like, "All right, I'm fucking out of here." Whereas when you get in, you see Brash doesn't even say anything. He just immediately goes to try and help Armand and scrambles, and Armand's like, I'm fine. As he walks in, Mara is sitting at the bar, as she was instructed to kind of kick everyone out and close up shop when the original plan was going down. So as soon as you all walk in, she gets up and starts looking around. She's like, what happened? What can I do? Armand just says, whiskey, lots of it. And then he just goes over to the closest table and just pulls out a seat and just sits down and kind of just holds his head.
Yeah, I walk over to the bar as she's pouring, and I'm like, don't worry, I'll take this to the table.
She says, "Oh, okay. Is everything okay?"
It's been a hell of a night.
I can see.
And I'm just like, maybe we'll take the bottle and a few glasses.
Right.
Yeah, I could use a few extra
Holds the
whiskeys, a
glass
few extra fingers.
Gives a big bottle.
Maybe a mug of water for the bird.
Sure.
Just
Well, yeah,
every
like a
time
nest one,
Chaps has been around, he's just like, yeah, he never drinks. He's always getting
Yeah.
water.
It's technically not true. The very first time we were at a bar together, I had a nail. And since then, I've been sober every time I dealt with this because you all don't seem like the kind of people I should be drinking around because things always go south.
I
You
think
want
we can
something a
pretty
little
much
bit stronger
establish
than
that things seem to go south independent of our involvement in them. They just, I just think we have really shitty luck. Or we're also involved in a horrible, very intricately deep criminal enterprise, and that tends to sort of really ruin things, I would say.
Are there any pants here that I could use?
Who are you saying that to?
Just out loud.
Just out loud.
Yeah.
As Mara's like, pant. Yeah. In one of the room. Brash, can you go see to that? It's like, yeah. He runs towards the back room, just very confused.
Yeah, and I'll rock up to the table with glasses and drinks and everything, and I'm like, Thrush, you need something a little bit stronger than this.
Nah, just the water will do for now.
Can I thrush something stronger than that, and then I'll drink it, and then that way will be good.
Yeah. There you go.
I pour Jack a glass of whiskey.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, I already got something stronger. Ida, you looking for a drink as well?
Yeah, yes, I would. That'd be great.
I'll
Thank you.
pour one and I'll set it by the empty chair while she goes to take care of her clothing situation. And as she's away, I'm like, damn shame about those clothes. They were nice and new.
Yeah, it's a nice little outfit that you guys had there for about 20 minutes before it all went to shit.
As I'm walking back to like go like get the pants, I'm also like, and if you have like a shirt too, that might be nice, you know. That yeah, like you just kind of hear that echoing back into the room.
Strangely enough, the sort of arm guards that you had gotten are still okay.
Nice.
At least those are good, and you, to my knowledge, yeah, they are. And to my knowledge, you weren't wearing the bow tie or the tie. So
I think I was wearing the bow tie.
Oh, rip.
Oh no.
Maybe if you're lucky, it just came undone and it's just dangling. So you just have to retie it. Maybe.
Yeah, I was unfortunately wearing the bow tie.
Well, we know who we're visiting tomorrow.
Yeah, we have another stop before we leave. If he's still alive.
Kitty got nothing to do with
I
this.
say, why'd you kill the shopkeep? What'd I miss?
But the bone lady, you know, it's just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, right. Yeah, as you get to the back room, you see Brash is just kind of pulling out like pants and kind of holding them up towards you to see like, do these fit? You know, white sort of like tunic shirt like Armand's got on right now. Yeah, it's just kind of like almost like a gray canvas pants and like a white tunic. It's very peasant.
This will do, thank you. I just start like pulling it up and
Yeah,
I rip like a rope, like an extra rope maybe that was there, and just like tie it on like
He's just like hides his eyes and just kind of scurries
and I
out,
don't
like,
even care. I'm just like
Yeah.
ripping clothes off as like
he just runs out of the room. Yeah, as you are all now sitting around, Ira, I assume you eventually make your way back out to rejoin the group.
yeah, I assume it's just like oversized clothes, like something that you would see like a little kid wearing from like their father or something.
It's big, like I got sent to the nurse's office for like a breach of the dress code in school type of thing. And they're like, why is the shorts small and the shirt big? What kind of closet do they got here?
So I like walk back out and I'm just like rolling everything up.
As then eventually you sit down, Mon, finally. I should first say, I am thankful for your assistance this evening.
Thrush just kind of stares at him.
I'm just like drinking the whiskey and like finish a glass, pour another one. I'm basically making sure everyone kind of stays relatively like topped up.
You know, sometimes people say don't mention it, and it's really just them trying to be very cool and casual, but I feel like in this situation, we actually could go without mentioning it, except, you know, you just sort of help us out sometime in the future.
Jack says, oh no, this is something that will be mentioned quite a bit in the near future.
Well, the songbird must sing, I suppose.
It's not a shot at your rep there, Armand. It's not a shot at trying to make a fool of anyone. Look at me. I like look at him. We could. I was like, I could have walked away. He goes, but I knew that a few things. One, we got beef, sure, but this Goldfang thing, it's a bit deeper than I guess we both thought it was.
Agreed.
I mean, what the hell was that?
Nothing like I've ever seen before.
And kind of looks at Ira and says, and what happened with you?
I guess I don't really know either, but I've just always been like this.
Yeah, she's Irish. She's crazy. She's nice, and she turns into a giant wolf. It's kind of a thing.
You can, I hope, appreciate my confusion in the situation as two people I assumed myself to be knowledgeable of have shown extraordinary powers, as he's just looking right at you, Ira.
You know, I didn't really want this, like, to be a werewolf. Kind of just... I was born with it, which is not normal, from what I've been told.
And you... It seems to me that Goldfang has been dealing in some truly sinister magics, and looks back at you, Ira. You mean to tell me you're not involved in something similar?
Oh no, I don't even know what the hell that was. That was scary. I may be a nightmare, but he's like a night terror.
Hey, hold on. I start like looking for paper or something to write that down like that. That'd be good for a verse.
I've
I'm
never
still-
seen anything like it before.
I go, after all this ruckus and everything, how long do you think until old Sparkly Teeth is back to running his business?
I cannot say for sure. The
Sorry.
Something very funny just happened over there.
The crown is well connected. The Cerberus Assembly is well connected.
Cerberus Assembly, isn't that the jazz group that plays around the corner? You know, every Thursday night or so. Isn't that them?
They call
No.
themselves that, but it's a joke
Oh, I
about
see.
the real Cerberus Assembly.
Oh, okay.
You understand? He says, you know the large towers. Have you been to the Candles District? It's these are large sort of spires that are kind of twisted and stuff that are sort of towards the other side of town, that are just about as visible as the castle is most times.
Hmm.
Each
I imagine
member-
I've been there before.
Yeah, but that's you know,
I've been
that's for
there
you to
before.
tell.
Yeah.
Says, well, each archmage of the Cerberus Assembly owns one of those towers. So, as much as I am unaware of their involvement in this ordeal, I can simply say that should the crown wish this to go away, it could likely go away.
Maybe there's a way we can get word out, and or maybe they'd be a little more interested in some of the details of his involvement in some of his, I guess, darker dealings. He seems to be making deals with more than just the usual.
That's putting it lightly, yeah.
Well, there's the usual, there's the unusual, and then there's the damn strange that he's dealing in right now.
I was the unusual for a time.
When you say that, do you mean you? Or are you saying that in this scenario you were or are you saying that you also used to have similar powers?
No.
No, I think
Okay,
I think he's alluding to the fact that Kai is a politician and he's dealing with. I look at Armand and go, a criminal.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
A family with ambitions outside of the scope of the law.
Wow, you really have a career in politics, though, with double speak like that. Whackity smackity doo.
What Looney Tunes sign off was that, Jack?
Let's get topical.
Oh my god.
Find out that Jack just pulls the curtain back. He's just an animated character.
Yeah.
Okay, Judge Doom.
What was I gonna say? God damn it, Jack. We're back. What I'm curious about is the way I see it. The big problem on the table remains Goldfang. Whether it's a personal vendetta, and I look at Armand, that I believe we both have, but or just for the the greater Rexxentrum. I'm not one to do heroic work in any way, shape, or form, but I think this place will be a whole lot better without somebody like Kai on Ness hanging around. Whether he be removed by somebody in power or more physical means, I believe that's irrelevant at this point.
Well, I can't say I disagree. You really aren't the type for heroics.
Tell that to Armand Vitalis right here, live.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you did save his life. That is to be sure.
That you did.
Speaking
Don't
of
worry.
which,
Don't worry though. I'll only rub it in the presence of these low lifes.
I fully expect you to capitalize on that eventually.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I'm capitalizing on it right now.
Oh yeah, but like, you're probably gonna. This is all you're gonna get out of it though, is having help fighting his enemy. I don't know. I feel like you could have really snuck in a sweetheart deal here somehow. But,
What do you-
hey,
Well,
What is it?
no matter what it is, we need to figure out what we're up against.
Yeah.
This is accurate.
He obviously needs to be stopped, but how can we stop something we don't even know about?
Whatever that thing was that was with him didn't consider us a threat when we were nearby.
You saw something with him.
Well, whatever that is him now.
Because that big did you not see the big shadow thing that with the?
I'm sorry, I was a bit preoccupied in the moment.
Fair enough.
Who's busy not trying to die?
He has in addition to his weird new abilities, there seems to be some kind of force behind him. Something big and dark. Looked right past us, essentially. You know anybody who might be familiar with that kind of weird stuff, Armand?
Bone lady. No.
There's a merchant in the quarter.
Has wind chimes in a very peculiar key.
What was it? The key of J that you guys kept on?
Yeah.
That they created and rolled with.
It was a J and then there's a K sharp or something.
Yeah.
Well, it's a J is just a K sharp. Because of the way it lines up on the keyboard.
There could be 2 notes on it. There's more than one bone.
It's true. You actually get a J by hitting 2 different notes at the same time, and their oscillation of frequencies creates a secret sonic.
I thought J was just every note, but every time you hear it on each one, it's just a different sound.
It's just, yeah, Jay never sounds
Music
the same
theory
ever.
with the unfortunates.
That's right.
Next
Actually,
up,
let's hash this out. Everyone pull up a crate.
To our wonderful audience, please, what do you think the key of J is?
Yeah,
Yes.
play us a J sound. Send us your best audio recording of the J key.
And if anyone wants to make it, bone chimes in the J.
Yeah.
I'm utilizing this nonsense as my chance to look up some things based on your.
Oh, no,
that's
we're-
why I'm questioning there.
I
Yeah.
figured that's what you needed. You needed
Yeah.
a little bit of.
don't worry. We can stretch as long as you need us.
Oh yeah, we can vamp.
I'm fully aware of that by the 2 hours pre-recording that we do.
Yeah.
As Armand kind of looks down after the question, he says, well, it is not typically a location that I find myself interested in. Although the Cobalt Soul may have some information.
Do I know anything about the Cobalt Soul? Would I know anything about the Cobalt Soul?
Roll history, but likely yes.
That's a 14.
Yeah, I mean, in fact, you've been by their sort of head archive or main archive in Rexxentrum pretty recently. They are located in the Court of Colors. It's kind of the main like attraction or so that then this whole strange market is sort of built near. They are a group of monks and record keepers. So they, study and train to kind of keep all the lore and the knowledge of, well, the whole world, I guess.
Yeah.
So you see why it would not be Armand's type of place.
Yeah. More my type of place, actually. Being a storyteller myself. Okay. There's a couple things we need to lay out on the table. And I feel like due to recent events, we can utilize all our assets together. Am I safe in saying that we all want to take Kai down?
Without
Yes.
a doubt.
I don't think we could ever live safely. Even just knowing he has that type of power is horrifying.
Yeah, even if I weren't already on board, he would certainly try and hunt us down at this point. So
Right.
we want to survive, I think, the next 24 hours.
Every one of us is marked,
All right.
no matter what happens.
So, Amand, you willing to work with some people you wouldn't normally work with to get this done? Besides us, of course, because we're fantastic.
He was already sort of working with us anyways.
No, I mean, like,
I know. I'm
It
just saying.
it was less of a he's working with us and more we are working for him situation, which I'm hopefully, very hopeful that situation is beyond past us. Kind of look at Armand like
Wiggles a couple eyebrows.
we are doing a job together, not
I
for
was
you.
just smiling.
together.
You know, when she smiles, knowing she can turn into a horrific werewolf and murder the shit out of us. Sort of adds a level of intimidation to it that normally we were just sort of like, oh, she's very friendly, isn't she? Now
It
it's sort
is.
of like a.
I can
she
still
could-
be a friendly wolf, like
It is interesting. And he kind of looks right at Ira and says, "It was Goldfang who requested you."
me.
Yes.
Why would he request me?
Do not know. The drop that you both, and looks at you as well, chaps, were commissioned to be part of was between myself and Goldfang. And he requested you specifically as additional muscle.
Something's not sitting right in my stomach.
Come to find out, that's the day he double crosses me.
Does seem like a weird request if he's planning on turning against you.
I agree.
Sounds like a big coincidence.
Sounds like nothing. Let's move on.
If
Let's keep going.
If he requested me, he must have wanted me dead. I mean, also to double cross you, but
But why bring in extra muscle just to double cross me? This seems personal.
I
What
don't
is it
even
that
know him before this.
If you don't mind me asking, Ida, what is it that triggers your sort of lycanthropy?
Well, ever since I was a child, I just knew, or I would turn into a werewolf, but I wasn't sure why. I found out pretty quickly that I was a blood hunter with the Order of the Lycan Curse. Someone must have turned me or gave me this curse at a young age.
So you turn into a werewolf every time there's blood around, or how does that work?
I can mostly control it. Sometimes when the moon is out, though, the full moon, I also turn too.
Okay. So when we were in there, did you get all beast mode because you that was like to fight even better, or was that of your own volition, or?
I did it because I saw all the people. I thought we'd have a better chance
Okay.
instead
Well,
of me being in this form.
it's comforting to know that we won't end up being, sort of stuck. Like you might. It's good to know that you have it under control, so we're not just like hanging out all of a sudden at another shop,
well-
getting another bone chime, and then you might just like turn into one,
Well, mostly I have it under control. There are points that I don't, but I can kind of feel when I'm losing control. I can let you guys know.
Okay.
Yeah, you be sure to keep us abreast of that situation so we don't get
Murdered?
Well, I'm pretty sure you saw the guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just let you know when to stand back.
I mean this, and I don't mean this to be rude at all, Ida, but should we
I'm sure it's gonna
bring,
be rude.
like-
I'm sure it's absolutely gonna be rude.
Should we bring like a muzzle or something like that?
There it
you know,
is.
Just in case.
There's the rude thing.
As like a sort of like, hold me back. I need to be contained. Like,
Well,
is-
Yeah, she is, but she's not an animal, dude.
no, but she just said she can't totally. Sometimes she turns into it without wanting to. I
How
have to
did you-
assume.
How did
I
you
have-
learn to control this?
well, to answer your question, no muzzle. I'll just break out of it first of all. Chains are better. If I start becoming feral. But when I was a kid, it usually wasn't a problem at first changing because I wasn't that big. But at a certain age, I accidentally attacked my father. So we found the order and they took me in for time to help me control this and learn how to exist in that form. They said, and they've told me before, that this should have never. I've overheard them talking, like I guess the people in charge, and they've told me that this should have never happened. I should never have been this way.
That is an interesting thing to say. I mean, specifically to say that is, normally it's like, of course, that's not supposed to happen.
Well, they say it's like looked down upon to infect people with this curse because it wasn't given to me, you know. And I didn't accept it. I've just always been like this, and that's what I told them. But they said that there was some way I had to have been infected. I'm not really sure.
These orders. These be the Clarate orders.
Yeah.
So the boogeyman is here in the flesh.
You know, I don't. That sounds not so nice. I don't like that term.
My nose? Did I
I'm
not
sorry,
clean my nose?
is there some information that we're missing here?
The Clarate orders exist mostly as scary stories.
Watch your mouth.
They're not of my creation. They harbor strange blood magic, and some say that they fight for the good of the world, and some say that they're where evil comes from. It would seem that the truth is even stranger yet.
Well, it seems things are a little bit more complicated than we thought, but I still need an answer there, Armand.
What sorts of parties are you referring to?
The kind of people you tend to avoid.
The Crown.
Yes and no. Those who serve the crown, yes. But those who serve assholes like that specifically, not so much.
Are you sure you know the difference?
I like to think I know right from wrong, and I like to think I can tell people who would rather stab me in the back than do the right thing. It was a choice to make sure you were safe. And I believe if you, me, us, and a few key people work together, we can put a stop to Kai. Whether it be by putting them in the ground or making it so that those in charge have no choice but to distance themselves permanently.
Roll persuasion.
Come on. It's a 25 there, guy. Saw me close my eyes and everything. I was like,
Yeah.
Mora didn't take the wheel.
Yeah, that's your guy? More-
No, I just shot out any random.
Fair.
But you know, I do have a friend who's like really into Iyun.
He's
Iyun, he's like crazy about it.
Hark.
Ark.
Oh my gosh.
Songbird of the streets. I quite prefer the Whistler of Wisdom.
Yeah, I think it's one of my better non-diplomas, if you know what I'm saying.
Occasionally, nom de guerre. But I digress. You realize you are wrong about who to trust. Is the end of me.
I look at him and I go, you also realize who your family is, right?
I do.
And I understand that you operate pretty solitarily in most cases, but might be time to really prove the weight of that name. Moves are being made here, and I really feel like there's no victory until we get this piece off the table.
Agreed. So, looks around at all of you. What comes next?
We quietly gather information, and then once we know what we're up against, we prepare to fight. No running this time. I know it's a lot coming from me.
Let's just say there is little cowardice in a retreat from a battle you were not informed on or prepared for.
I can guarantee absolutely none of us were prepared for what the fuck that was.
Certainly wasn't.
So, you're welcome to spend the evening here. When do you propose we meet again?
You know us. We'll keep in touch base, and our boy Chaps over here. If we need you, he'll find you.
I believe the covert office will be most beneficial in these times.
Covert office. Okay.
Yes, the place that you met me at before I had you investigate the drop.
Gotcha. I totally remember that.
Bomb Street.
See, he knows you too well, Jack. He didn't even hesitate. He just gave you the information because he knew you didn't remember.
He wasn't even there for the bone charm part, but he was there for that. So.
Right.
Well, it sounds to me like we have some business to take care of.
I go. It seems we have a deal. I mean, it seems like we on our way to a plan.
It seems that way. And he holds out his hand.
And I extend mine, and then you see me pour the smallest amount of whiskey possible. And I go, "You seem like a man who seals deals with a drink." And I raise my. It's like legit, like a third of a shot in a glass. Yeah. And I raise it to everybody else, and I go, taking that piece off the board. Clink.
As he drinks and puts his drink down, he gets up and he gestures towards Ira and he says, "My coat, if you don't mind."
Takes it off. Hands it back.
Thank you.
Could you get me one like that?
I'm sure I could find one for you.
Yeah, do you have like a private tailor, or is that like a fella we can find on the streets? Because this coat is got this at a thrift store, and
What he means to say is that fit is fire, dog.
yes, I believe that coat is how they say on fleek.
Wait, the one hand. Yeah, there it is. So he looks down at Ira's like armbands. And says, "It seems your friend already found one." Good evening.
Oh, it was him. Good. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fantastic. You guys show me where you guys spotted this fella.
I left the gun in the morning.
Okay, that sounds good to me. We'll take a nice leisurely stroll.
Thrush very subconsciously looks like down at his pants and it's just like,
Your vest is fine. It's your pants that are
The
a
vest is
nightmare.
nice, yeah.
it's all about appearances and no use getting nice pants usually if you're gonna be running around sleeping in the streets. But
Yeah, fair.
maybe it's time I treat myself.
Yeah, Armand's already leaving at this point.
Yeah, at this point it's just small talk between all four of us.
There's during the whole conversation with Armand, no one's really been paying attention, but Chaps has kind of just been like sitting with his hand on the table, quietly rubbing his scar on his cheek, just in deep thought.
Ida's just gonna reach over and ask, "Are you okay, Chaps?"
Just a lot to think about. Bringing up, well, we'll talk about it more.
Sorry, I had to let my brother's cat in.
Yeah, whenever you feel comfortable, let us know. Maybe we can help.
Maybe. Anything else to talk about? I think we have enough of a plan. I think we all need a bit of time to recover.
Yes, I really need a nap.
Yeah, let's see, what did we miss? Iris, crazy, powerful werewolf.
Oh yeah, and I pull out like 10 gold and I set it on the table in front of Thrush and I'm like, that's for getting me back up.
Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Wasn't I the one who? Well, I guess I didn't revive. I just stabilized him.
And he said when I came back to consciousness, like, you owe me for that one. So he's literally paying it back now.
There you go.
I take the 10 gold and Mara's still here, right?
Yeah.
And I like walk over to the bar and I go, any chance we can get some food or something?
Well, the cooks are out, clearly. Sort of snacks,
Anything will do.
of course.
And I was
Sure.
like, I'm pretty sure this will cover it. And I dropped 10 gold on the thing.
You know I like you guys. Her ever-expanding purse. At the hands
We're
of
not a bunch, but we appreciate
Probably-
the service industry.
Been the best 2 days for that bartender.
And then you were here when I tipped her a platinum.
What were you saying, chaps?
I was just saying she's probably made more money from us than she has from like
Actually
months
working
worth
here.
of service.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure there's
Fair.
some generous patrons, but
Mara's
we're
our
dropping,
pet
like,
project where we're just like, you need to get out of here. Find out who you really
Save
are.
yourself.
God, you could do so much better. You could,
if one
you
of
could
us
be
dies-
a sailor.
if one of us dies, maybe she can be our next character.
Mara DeVore. I've already got a whole character for her.
Immediately dies in the next battle.
Yeah, right. No, I sacrificed myself. I want to be the cool Fearbolg.
Heart attack. What?
What? You're a robot.
I still have a heart. Okay? It may not be flesh, but it's there.
Yeah, after a few minutes, she manages to rustle up some like crusty breads and like hard cheeses and dried.
Oh my gosh, it's
stuff.
charcuterie.
Essentially charcuterie. Yeah. Except not
No fancy meats.
there's like dried salted meats, which is essentially all the flavors of charcuterie, but nowhere near the presentation. It's just kind of like
On a plate.
stuff. Yeah, it's just stuff to eat. God, what was the? I was watching a Gordon Ramsay show, and there was a thing that he referred to where it was bread, cheese, and beer. Anyway,
Sounds like a good time.
yeah. So as she just kind of
Charcuterie?
drops it off, and she says, "Let me know if there's anything else you all need."
Thank you.
Just kind of
Much obliged.
goes back to just kind of sitting at the bar. reading a book.
The book that she one day hopes to write.
Yeah, I guess I just sit with everybody and snack, like munch, and
Yeah, I think I turn in pretty quickly. I eat a couple things and I'm just like, time to recover.
we all stare as he eats and just like ponder.
I just think-
Where's the cap?
yes, okay.
Yeah, I just go back and power down. Sentry mode activated.
Just the red eyes scanning.
Yeah.
You see lasers going across
Yeah.
the room.
I see it happen. I'm just like blink, 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 blink.
The
As Jack just comes in from the ceiling.
They're like doing their shenanigans. I'm like, you know, I'm still conscious while I'm.
Oh shit! I didn't know you could do
Alright,
that.
go, 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 let's get out of here. It's his idea, I swear.
It's actually just the sound of the bone chimes in the distance as Ira's doing the music.
Yeah. We get to the
Yeah, I
other
was
room.
just going ding, 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 ding.
Get to the other room. Jack's just doing like some Ethan Hunt shit. Just... What? Where'd it go?
Yeah, what Jack's doing is setting up the fucking whiskey glass alert trap again.
There we go. That's perfect.
Yeah, what's everybody doing with the rest of their evening before, if anything?
Drinking.
Naturally.
I'm downing water like a savage, and I'm just gonna go to sleep after that.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to lay out my stuff in my room. Not like a whole, just like put it down in the corner. Sit down on my bed and just slowly like fall back into a deep sleep.
As slowly and anxiously rest as sort of tense as it may be, rest does come to you all. Ira, can you roll a d20 for me?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's not great. A 3.
Okay.
I don't know what's about to happen.
Maybe nothing.
Nothing happens.
That's
On a
almost
3,
worse.
I doubt that.
It's almost worse when you roll bad and it's like, you feel fine.
I hate it.
Yeah.
You feel good about it.
You feel
All's
pretty good about
You
it.
feel pretty good about it.
Love that emote.
Pretty soon Tyler's gonna find a new way to troll us with that. He's gonna start coming up with different ways of saying you feel pretty. He's gonna be like,
Yeah,
all's
right.
quiet on the waterfront, you know, or some shit like that. Or
As
the Western Front, or whatever the name of that book is.
Ira, as you're sleeping, it's definitely an anxious, sort of troubled sleep. You find yourself in dreams, kind of staring out into a black void, almost sort of tangible darkness. Like a tactile. It feels as if you can kind of move and claw your way through it. You swear you can feel warmth and heat as you continue to push through, grabbing your way through things you can't see but you can feel. Eventually you start to see sort of obscured bits of red, yellow, orange kind of flitting around before you spot a small sort of flickering light. What do you want to do?
So I'm basically just seeing this light like flicker around me.
As you are kind of surrounded by what feels like a tunnel of tangible darkness.
I think I'll reach. I'll start reaching and trying to get towards the light. The
As
flicker.
you reach out, you realize it's farther away. You can grab for.
I'm gonna try to make my way through the tunnel to get to it.
As you start clawing and pushing, you start to notice that these sort of folds of darkness are starting to become illuminated. You see them take form of shadows, contrasted by flames in between each fold as you get there and get closer to the light and closer to the light. As finally you reach out for it, you realize it's larger than you could have imagined from before. It's growing bigger and bigger, an all-encompassing flame getting hotter and hotter and hotter. Just like it feels when it feels like you're at the breaking point. You wake up. That's where we're gonna take our break.
Alright.
Nice.
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break, and then we'll be back with what happens the next day in the aftermath of this. Everybody, stay tight. We'll be right back.
For every person who grows facial hair, there comes a time where they must decide. What do I do with my beard?
Hi, I'm Tyler. Some of you may know me as a musician, or as a D&D content creator, or generally as a beard haver. Well, I've been growing this wild thing out for the past couple of months, and now I'm giving you the opportunity to decide what I do with it. I'm asking everyone to donate to Shatterproof, a nonprofit dedicated to transforming addiction treatments, ending stigmas against those suffering from addiction, and supporting communities that have been hit hardest by it. For every dollar that you donate between now and May 26th, I will count it as one vote for a facial hairstyle of your choice. The more money you donate, the better chance you have of getting me to rock a handlebar mustache or mutton chops or something else ridiculous. So, go to shatterproof.org, make a one-time donation, and they'll send you an email that reiterates how much you donated. Send a screenshot of that, along with whatever type of facial hair you want me to have, to tylersbeard2021@gmail.com. And I'll keep track of all the votes. Easy enough. As some of you may know, I lost my twin brother and younger brother to addiction, and I've been pretty passionate about destigmatizing that terrible illness. And this is kind of a fun way to contribute to the things that I care about like that, but I need your assistance if we're really going to help out at all. Not to mention, all your donations are tax deductible. So, donate, send me an email confirmation by the end of May 26th, and we'll do something great. Keep in mind, you have a little over a week to do it, so you better get to it. On the morning of May 27th, I'll be announcing the total amount raised, along with the winning style and some pictures of my sweet, sweet new facial hair. Collaborate with your friends to get a style voted for, and let's do some good. Goes without saying, though, that I won't honor any votes towards obviously insensitive or offensive facial hairstyles. I also won't be doing clean shaven. I did it before when I did this sort of charity drive, and it doesn't look great. Here's a picture. Now you've seen it. Now you don't have to vote for it. Be sure to follow me on all social media accounts at Plead the Filth, where I'll be sharing updates on what styles are winning and what the final shave is going to be. So thanks for watching, and let's do some good together.
Yeah, he's gonna have resistances to everything, and oh hi, I didn't see you there. It's me, Aaron from Extra Attack. I was just busy homebrewing up some monsters for our various campaigns and one-shots here on Twitch. Did you know that now you can subscribe to Extra Attack here on Twitch, which not only supports us, it gives you some pretty cool exclusives as well. Exclusives like emotes, like this, and even this. But Aaron, is all you get for subscribing to Extra Attack on Twitch a few silly emotes? I hear you ask. Why no, you silly fuck! Subscribing not only shows your support and gets you those sweet emotes, but if you're a member of our Discord, you get access to exclusive content and updates on Extra Attack shows, ad-free watching on all our Twitch streams, and it just makes you a better person than other people.
This statement is not true and in fact does not reflect the standards and views of Extra Attack.
So subscribe to Extra Attack today by hitting that sub button. And hey, if you have Amazon Prime, you can link your account to Twitch and sub for free. That's right. Fucking free. The best price. Now, excuse me. I have some OP monsters to make. Yeah, so he's gonna have like 15 legendary actions. Two. So what does it mean? What does it mean, Ev?
You want to know? Okay.
Tell me what it means.
So a snowbird is basically a Canadian that flies down to America for the winter. They can't do that now because of COVID.
Okay.
Oh shit!
But
That's like the
Yeah, I
people who go to
would've
New York
been-
to see the
literally-
leaves change.
There's an entire
Yeah.
like group of people that were petitioning for snowbirds to have exceptions to like, no, we should be able to fly between the two countries. No, that's not how it works.
They sound like rich people.
They
Yeah,
are.
they sound like rich people.
Very-
like
very
I said,
much
like
so.
the people who go to New York to watch the leaves change or something like that, like the Hamptons and stuff like that.
No,
Oh,
but they-
like
they
I
literally-
thought you meant like New York City. I was like,
No.
no fucking leaves
no,
in
they,
New York.
They literally have like a second residence for like half the year, and they just like live there.
I love this. I love the aggressive statement of "There's no fucking leaves in New York, bro."
I mean, there's like all of Central Park, but like,
But like, truly, I've been in
Also-
New York, and I'm just like, oh no, there's just no trees here.
No.
But
Yeah.
jumping back into it, how's everyone enjoying the first half of the episode?
well.
We're on break right
I
now.
love it.
I was gonna say, have you guys been to parts of New York that aren't in New York City? Because there's a whole like
There's a
bunch
whole
of
world.
upstate New York.
Yes.
Like,
Are you
where there's
sure? I'm not so
trees
sure
and
about
grass.
that.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
I went to
You snowbird.
I went
far
to
from
I went to the Catskills with an ex-girlfriend, and like there were mountain people there that were just like it's such a different life than I'm ever used to. Like a dude who like I don't know if he had walls on his house, but it was just like open, and I could see there's like hanging like dead animals, and he's just got like dogs walking around the property. I'm like, this man just lives like this every day, so unbothered. But it was
As you
very
can
haunted.
see, I've reached. I like was like, should I clean the bed off? No.
Whatever.
Oh god, I totally forgot
We're-
about my bed.
We're so off
You
the
can
rails
barely
right
see
now.
it, Ian. You can barely
Good.
see it.
I did like a
There's
quick
some
throw
mess.
of the blanket. It was
I
fun.
didn't do that. I literally just like pulled a sweatshirt off of that bed like 30 minutes ago. I'm surprised that.
So
There's a
speaking
big
of
lump back
sweatshirts,
there.
speaking of sweatshirts, I really like that dream that I made for Ira.
That's good.
Yeah, that's my segue.
That's just one. Can you believe that there's only 3 episodes left after that?
I know,
Crazy.
it's amazing.
Insane.
It's been
Well, think about
a hell of a journey so far.
The idea that we've got here after beginning the series like 2 months ago.
God, right. And Eb and I have been planning this channel for God knows how long.
Absolutely.
And we're on the cusp of finishing our first series.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
Yikes.
Holy crap.
I feel like we bring this up every week. You and
I
talk
know,
about
but
the-
dude,
it's so crazy.
Until it like slows down, it's going to continue to be mind blowing. And
Yeah.
in an ideal world, the progress that we've built in this like small little community that we're hopefully doing a good job of cultivating and being a part of. It ideally that would keep growing, and it hasn't
I
stopped
hope
yet.
so. Yeah.
It hasn't stopped yet, so I'm gonna keep being excited. I'm gonna keep being thankful, and I'm gonna keep being fucking mind blown because things I do don't always work out. So
To have something
best laid
that's
plans.
continuing to grow is nice.
right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's fun. It's cool.
It's been an interesting time playing these games.
The old D&D.
The
The
old
old Dund.
Dund.
I love that you both immediately went for that.
Good old
I mean,
dad.
look,
The old
Dund is
Dund.
my
Yeah,
favorite
yeah.
Chitterburger.
Titterberg.
Oh God.
Oh, geez.
Oh God, I heard myself say that twice. Please cut that out of the broadcast.
Who knew you could turn something said instantly into a ringtone?
Ian, Ian, we don't edit these breaks. These are live and unhinged.
We do not.
This is where they learn who we really are.
I also really love that every time we're recording and Ian goes, "Cut that out, please." I go, "No," and then I leave it in.
Just leave it in. Oh, jeez, was I very inappropriate there? Please cut that out. No, sir.
No,
Too much
sir.
work.
This has been recorded onto vinyl.
Right, yeah, that's on wax now.
It's gonna outlive you.
Wow.
On Betamax and Laserdisc.
I don't know. Anybody in the chat got any burning questions after I just had a wild nightmare for one of our players and everything's kind of crazy? If not, we'll keep talking about Canadian slang, but
Canadian and
Streets.
Philadelphia slang.
Yeah,
Philadelphia slang, much ruder than Canadians.
this is true. Yes.
right.
I-
Canadian slang is bunny hug, and Philly slang is backdoor dickhead.
I mean, there's one that I completely forgot. It's called shit kickers.
Yep.
Is that
Now we're getting
somebody who kicks somebody in the
It's not a
derriere?
person, it's an object.
Is it booze?
Is that a
It is.
Piece
It's
of-
cowboy boots.
Oh yeah, my shit kickers.
Yeah.
That ain't
Nice.
bad. That's pretty good. Ian, what were you saying? Did you
I
say my
got
name?
there. See what I mean?
Oh, I was just spinning gears, man. I don't know. I might just say shit to fill the
I'd just be saying shit, man.
Just
Dude, I
saying
do.
shit.
void. So many times
I mean,
people are
that's
so you
that's
go
Ian's
ahead.
entire character of Jag Hardy. I just be saying shit.
That's me. Like people will come up to me like days later and be like, "Remember that conversation we had?" And I just like, and then they'll
No.
quote something I said, and I'll say, "No, I legitimately was in a fugue state the entire time."
That is why I still one of my favorite quotes from Ian. I have to remind him because I don't want him to have forgotten it, which is, "I have reverse Benjamin Button's disease." to which I like. There's a break. There's a pause in the conversation. I go, "Do you mean aging normally?"
And then we saw Harry and the Potters in concert.
Yeah.
Oh my
Great
gosh.
afternoon. Great time.
It's like the
That was one of my favorite days. That was a great day. I had such a good time.
Nice.
Oh goodness.
love it. Well, I don't know. Do we have anything else to talk about? We go back to normal break.
Talk about Tyler's
Tyler's
beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donate to-
Hey, high five, Aaron. We were both on the same page. Which way am I to you?
You guys are diagonal on the screen.
On my
How
screen,
does this work?
there's Tyler's in between them, so they're like it's like we're all
yeah,
stacked.
I'm yeah, whatever. Yeah, my beard.
Up to your right. Up to your right. Up to your right. Hard corner. Or left. I don't know.
I
One
don't
of
know
those
what
had to connect.
I don't know what kind of style I want to push. I kind of like the monkey tail, where you just
I hate that so much. I hate that so much.
Oh, I hate it too. But you
I'm
know.
gonna recommend Tony the Tiger Stripes. You just
or
shave
you go
little-
no
Oh,
but
like
just
that's
all the way
fun.
around, like even like mustache area. Just
that. Yeah, that sucks
you,
so
you could
bad.
go with the bad guy from Hunger Games, where he's got like the
Oh,
patterns and shit.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, that
We
sucks
should
too.
get him to shave a swear word into his beard.
No, I won't do that.
No.
Okay, fine.
I already said nothing like explicitly.
That's
offensive,
true.
by
you
the way.
did.
Should we
You
give him
already-
the Steve? Should we give him the Steve Harwell from Smash Mouth, where it's just a thin line?
Yeah, dude, come on, give it to
First
me.
of all,
It's like
Aaron, the only person in the world who knows the name of the guy.
I looked
from
it up.
Smash
I looked it up. I
Oh,
googled
okay,
it. Like,
okay.
I can't.
Are
I
you
can-
saying that as a
I
backpedal?
googled.
Like,
No, I googled Smash Mouth.
Yeah, I
So no one
promise-
thinks I just know the name of the guy from Smash Mouth.
All I know is that it's somebody.
The one of the Discord communities that I'm in, I promised them that if they voted for me to have mutton chops, I would write and record a ska song. So that's an incentive.
I'll sing it. I'll sing it for you.
Can I go pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up?
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Yeah, I don't know. But vote, donate money to Shatterproof at shatterproof.org. And then once they send you the email confirmation that tells you how much you donated, take a screenshot of that or forward it or whatever the hell to tylersbeard2021@gmail.com and include what kind of facial hair you want me to have.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Pretty simple. It's really not a complicated process.
Not at all. Not at all.
And the reason I'm doing it like that instead of having people send money directly to me is because every donation you make is tax deductible if that's something you're interested in, because you are directly donating instead of going through me, a third party.
Yeah.
Hey,
Which is super dope.
Yeah.
And
better than going to CVS and
hope-
donating $1
To CVS to get a tax break, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
What was I going to say? Something to Tyler, so on my screen, Tyler's over here, but on the screen, he's over here. So I don't believe this will be our last.
Is that the dog?
Our last thing of charity through Extra Attack through the year. But we hope to do a couple more things, but this is one that's very personal to you, and we're super jazzed to do it and trying to get it out to as many people as possible. I mean, we had a very successful Extra Life stream already this year.
Yeah.
And I hope that you can get to raise as much money as possible to this and end up with the most ridiculous facial hair possible.
Right. Yeah. That's really the goal.
I hope it's ridiculous enough that you somehow benefit from it in a weird way.
Right.
Or
Well,
like-
another person was that I play a game with was like, if you get an absurd sort of facial hairstyle and then you go out to eat somewhere, someone's going to ask you about it, and then you get to tell them more about the charity. So
That's true.
Yeah.
So make it ridiculous.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. How long do you
It's just a
intend to
shatterproof in letters on your face.
Right.
I'll help you do that. I'm sorry.
.com. How long do you intend to like hang on to this? Because it's not like, I guess it could grow out and sort of fill in. But
So,
like, you know, at
I
some
want
point
I want you to get extensions for your beard and braid it like a dwarf.
that's my vote.
As soon as I shave it, the next day I'm leaving to start road tripping across the country. So at least a couple days and at least a couple cities and states across the country, and I'll post some updates of that on my social media.
The trick is to really make this hit home. We have to do some D&D recording with your facial hair,
of course,
so that will live on the internet forever.
Right.
They will be
Well,
it'll be on Twitch and it'll be on YouTube forever.
at least one of the intro videos that I do where I say I'm reporting to you from the future, that'll have the facial hair. So there will at least be a small segment that has it, if nothing else.
My personal goal is to get as many things recorded with you with this facial hair in it, to use as promotional material, maybe just like forever. I'm gonna have you record. I'm gonna write out scripts for at least a good like 20 promo things and have you record segments.
Hi, I'm Tyler, and I look like an asshole.
Hi, welcome to This Week on Extra Attack. We have sent a picture of Tyler's new facial hair onto the International Space Station.
We need to do
being
one
sent out to
because
aliens.
I imagine this is going to be an annual thing. So we need to set up a script where he's talking to his future self.
God. Bark.
That's what they call playing the long game.
He walked away and then he came back.
I think Juan is telling us that we've been at break for too long and that we should just get on with the episode.
This is the show now. Is
we
just-
say that every week, Ian.
I
We do
know.
a 5-minute BRB and then we'll get back into the
5 minutes. People use the bathroom, whatever. We'll be right back.
All right.
See ya.
As always, our friends, enjoy the rest of
Bye.
the episode, and we will see you next time.
Somebody.
We start now with a new day. Everyone feel free to mark off long rests if you haven't already.
Hell yeah.
As no one murdered you in your sleep.
Thank the Lord.
That's what I thought was gonna happen when I rolled a 3.
Yeah, right.
Gonna wake up with like just claws in Thrush's chest, just like.
This is fantastic. I also get to lose my 1 level of exhaustion that I had.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot you had
Oh
that.
no, I forgot.
I thought you lost that when you slept.
Yeah, you did sleep.
I thought I did too, actually. I'm not sure why
Yeah.
that said that just now. Huh.
You probably didn't edit it on your sheet.
Yeah, that's fair.
You
Good
know,
to know.
usually when you do a long, I think I forgot to do long rests. before.
Oh.
It's fine. I didn't run low on any health. I didn't use up any of my
Yeah,
lucky strike. It's fine. Thankfully.
Yeah, right.
Well, now you know where you can push your character to.
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
So, yeah, as morning finds you, Ira, what are you doing?
I think I'm going to like just kind of suddenly wake up, just like think like kind of in a way I couldn't discern between real life and like what was real. Like it felt like whatever was happening felt so real to me. And I guess I'm gonna like sit in my bed for like a second and maybe just go and get some water after that. I think I need some water. I'm just gonna stand up and go to the bar with my clothes kind of falling off of me.
Yeah, your new clothes there.
But I'm just kind of freaked out, so I just want to get something in me just to wake me up.
Okay. As you get out towards the bar, you are the first person awake. This is otherwise empty bar, as there is a human woman with like dark tan skin, sort of like jaw length black straight hair. She's wearing all black. She's tending bar. She looks up. She says, good morning. How can I help you?
Ida's just like a little suspicious.
Oh, right. Carol, but spelled in a goofy ass D&D way.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, Carol.
I spelled it Kerryl.
That was actually pretty close to how I had it in my head.
Nice.
I
let
had
me just-
KA apostrophe RYL.
No, Kara was my KA apostrophe.
I do you have any water? Actually, I'm very thirsty.
Yeah, sure. She goes and she pours water in the same sort of flagon thing. Anything you need, I've been told to look after you all.
Thanks, Carol. I grab the water and I sit at the bar and I just push a silver her way.
Appreciate it. Mara told me you guys are kind.
Ida looks up and winks.
Thrush, how's your morning going?
Thrush's gonna get up, kind of bleary-eyed, just like. Been contemplating the next moves. Do it like before going to sleep, just like. All right, well, I now have to somehow get various factions who hate each other to work together for a common goal, so that I myself don't die, and can proceed to live the life that I'm accustomed to living. Fuck. And then I'm gonna get up and just head to the.
Jack?
I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna carefully undo my shot glass alarm system.
I won't make you roll for it this time.
I appreciate it. I would hope that by the third night, Jack would have sort of gotten the hang of it. And then I'm just gonna head out to the bar and I'm gonna say, Mara, get me a wish. Oh, okay.
Carol.
Jack, could I get a whiskey?
Sure. She starts pouring it for you and she slides it over. She says, you gotta know Mara can't work every day.
No, I realized that she'd pretty much been here a lot. So,
Yeah. Sometimes on
day
door,
off.
sometimes on bar.
She's a hard worker, so I'm glad to hear that she's getting some hands behind the counter to help her out.
Yeah, of course.
So Carol, right?
Yeah.
How long you been working here for?
About a year.
That's what I thought you'd say.
What?
Ian is unhinged right now.
Just make some small talk with Carol while I
Right,
drink
right.
my whiskey and wait for the rest of the group to get up.
Well, Ira's already there drinking water in the morning, and Jack
Say hi to Ira.
and Thrush finds his way out. What you guys doing?
Ida's kind of just rubbing her head a little bit, obviously looking a bit stressed, you know?
Ida, you met Carol, right?
Yeah, Carol's great. I love her.
Yeah,
already.
she seems cool.
She's amazing. Like
Oh.
you've never seen Ida like the way that she is right now. It's kind of like she's usually pretty like upbeat, and now she's like, oh, what the fuck did I just go through?
So Ida, how are you feeling today, post wolfism?
I had this weird dream last night, and I just can't stop thinking about it. It felt weird, but warm, but dark, scary.
Well, oh geez, I'm bad at this stuff. Is it something you would want to talk about with somebody?
Yeah, there was just like a lot of dark.
geez.
Can I just stay on in awe, like watching from the side?
There was just a lot of darkness and shadows surrounding me. It kind of like, did it remind me of the shadow that I saw with Kai?
Roll me a d20 or maybe a history check. Good question.
Okay. An 18. I get advantage on history though. Should I roll again?
Sure.
Okay. Nope, that was worse. Okay. We'll stick with the 18.
Definitely had some of the same feelings, same vibes.
It just kind of reminded me of the shadow that we saw on Kai. I couldn't discern if it was real or not. It's really bugging me.
That's quite the humdinger right there.
I see that thrush face right there. You're doing great, kid.
So you think it reminds of what? So you turn into wolves, and you have dreams that remind you of the shadows that you saw.
Yes, but this never happened before. I've never had dreams like this.
And you also got sort of brought into this situation from the fella who we've just learned has like mutant powers. And
Yeah, it started happening last night. Like last night was the first time that I've felt like this.
Ida, have you ever gotten the feeling that you're the main character in your own story?
No,
Because I lost
never...
that feeling like days ago.
Jack, let's put the pause on this conversation. We should wait till everybody else gets here.
Okay.
I've been eating
Carol, can I
time.
also have a whiskey?
Oh jeez. Hey Thrush.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I was watching this train wreck.
I appreciate that my social interactions fall in the train wreck category. It's a step up from the travesty sort of level I was sort of setting my bar at.
Jack, we know you're trying your best, and I appreciate you.
Well, thank you, Ida. I appreciate that.
You're not completely useless, Jack. And that is a kindness coming from me.
It's the nicest thing I've heard you say about anybody, I think.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Where's the metal man?
That's a great question. Where is he? Technically, he's made of wood and a plasticine compound, but
You don't know what
Yeah.
I'm made of.
Yeah, Ian would know because he did the illustrations.
There's some
So,
copper pipes in the neck.
that, if I recall, were the bane of your existence.
They were. I regretted the decision as soon as I had made it.
You could have changed it.
Actually, by the time I realized what I had done, it was a little too late.
Well, it looks awesome, and I definitely appreciate the art. So,
Well, I'm happy to hear it.
So, you guys doing?
Is Chaps awake? We were talking about his amazing Pokemon trading card we have here of him.
Yeah, the Pog Chaps. He's not out there yet.
Yeah. Did I hear the bartender's name at some point? Like,
Yeah.
Carol, where's that Chaps at?
I haven't seen him.
I head over to the room I'm assuming that he was in.
Mm-hmm.
And I knock.
No answer.
I do this again. Hey, Chaps, I just open the door.
At this point, Ida starts walking down the hall too, just to like she heard the knock but nothing, so she wanted to like turn around.
can I describe it?
Sure.
So, when you go inside the room, you see it's relatively clean. The bed's not quite perfectly well done. It's a little bit disturbed. And on the bed is nothing.
My God. It seems like this player had a conversation with a DM after the last session.
That's why we stalled on break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heard.
Yeah.
I go, any of you guys see Chaps leave?
No,
I would have thought my alarm system would have tipped me off to this.
No, I mean I woke up
You
pretty.
have an alarm system?
Yeah, I put like shot glasses by my door.
Is that
Right?
why
Like-
we've been paying for all those broken? Okay, yeah, no, I woke up pretty early. I had a nightmare. I don't know if you heard me talking
Yeah,
to John.
I was listening to the whole thing. Just 1 second. Jack, you realize people have magic and can, like, I could genuinely, like, teleport short distances?
Look.
Sorry, that was the most fed up look. Look.
Ever since episode 4, it's just been going downhill for Jack.
Look, you don't know what where those shot glasses are set up.
You know what?
Okay?
You know what?
So
You're right. I don't know where they are.
You know, you can teleport in my room and then
another-
step on one. And
He's
then
gonna
be like,
start putting them all over the floor now. You know
"Ah,
that,
oh,
right?
now they know. now it's been made aware of.
There's no money coming out of my pocket for him. We should probably find Chaps, right?
I feel like we should probably go on a search and rescue.
But we also got some other stuff we gotta take care of. So, I wonder where you could be.
Do we
Hmm.
flip a coin?
Wait. What are our two options in this instance?
We go to the place that we plan to go to. Maybe
Yeah.
he's there.
We were talking about going to go see the Cobalt Soul, get some information, right?
I mean, last night he seemed a little bit weird when we were talking about the Cobalt Soul. Maybe he felt uncomfortable about. I don't know. He was like rubbing his face. That's when I tried to be like, talk about it when you're ready. And I thought he'd be ready this morning. I really wanted to know.
Do we have any other ideas about where he could have gone? Aside from like out of town.
Well, I can't imagine he'd go to Armand, but
Yeah, he's
maybe
I mean,
don't
you'd think that he'd be thrilled with us. We shaved his boss.
Yeah, I think we should continue on our normal search and keep our eyes open for him. Doesn't seem like the kind to skip town.
No, he doesn't. Seems like the kind who really liked being in town.
That was what I was.
He also seemed like the kind to do a very
sorry, I didn't mean
complex jumping and leg throwing maneuver to a small rodent in a small enclosed space with water running by. That's also something I believe he's done.
Yeah, I've seen that. It was weird how much anger was in that punt.
For me, it was too dark, but I definitely would believe that.
But
It might have been too dark for me. I don't have night vision. So.
I don't think any of us do.
yeah,
No,
let's
none of
go.
us have
But
dark vision.
I had
Wait, did he have the goggles?
I was holding a torch at that point.
But does he have the? Yeah, he has the night vision goggles.
We have night vision goggles and
Yeah.
yeah, it was one of the
Right.
things our mind gave
Well,
us.
not anymore.
oh, yeah, you took them.
Don't worry,
Shit.
if we need light, we'll be fine. Let's just go take care of this. We gotta figure this out so that, we can murder a man or some shit. Let's go.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's get
On
going.
the way out, I turn to Carol and I go, if you see chaps before we do, tell them we're looking for him.
Of course.
And they stay put so we can find him.
Sure.
Do everything you can to get him to stay here. If you see him.
Oh.
And I'm gonna flip her a gold.
I'm not. I'll take your money, but I'm not much of a fighter.
Physically restrain him with everything you
Yeah.
have possible.
If you have to beat him with your shoe, you must.
Or you
No,
know,
I don't
give
say that
him
part.
a bunch of whiskey. Can he get drunk?
I don't think he can get drunk. I think it's more of like a habit thing. Like,
I think if he gets drunk, it's like purely a choice.
Good to know.
anyway, we're off. We may see you soon. We may not. But enjoy your day. Thanks for taking care of the place.
Yeah, appreciate it. You seem
I don't
alright, say
know.
hi.
I'm trying to be polite. I'm not a polite person. Let's fucking go.
We're all a little disturbed by the disappearance of our friend.
So yeah, as you were all leaving the Queen's Draft, where are you headed to?
Yeah. Shall we go investigate this Cobalt Soul place?
I mean, I guess that's our only lead right now, right?
Yeah, for information on what the hell Goldfang is.
Let's
Or
do
where
it.
Chaps is.
Yeah. That
Can
too.
I, before we leave, can I
Right.
make a perception check to see if I see any footprints that look like Chaps?
Okay.
So would that be perception or investigation?
Your choice.
I'll do investigation because I feel like I'm looking for something.
Okay.
That would be 17.
17. Chaps. Anything she might see?
Yeah, I mean, I imagine
You can roll like a contested stealth if you were doing something like that.
So like a motor oil leak that we're following.
No, I think that was all taken care of while he was in sentry mode. Oh yeah, there's no way. I got a 26 or 24 on my stealth, so you might see a few footprints leading out and like onto the street, and then after that, nothing.
They vanish. He learned to fly.
I became a wizard and flew.
Yeah, right.
Guys, all I see is a few footprints. I think he doesn't want to be found right now.
We'll find him. All right. No one hides from me. I'm just kidding. But then I guess we follow that lead.
Guess so.
Okay. Sounds good.
Back to the Court of Colors.
You guys think this is one of those like cowardly disappearances, or one of those like sort of I'm protecting you from myself sort of disappearances? Because I've been through both.
I don't know. He
At the
did seem
same time.
little. Like I said last night, he did seem a little distressed about going to the Cobalt Soul. At least,
And he did.
yeah. So, I don't know. Could be either or.
Well, only one way to find out. And then I start walking toward the Court of Colors.
And I
I'm
will
gonna follow.
also follow.
As you start walking down south, back into the thick of the tangles, eventually you start to make out the now familiar sort of eccentric marketplace of street vendors and the like that start to make up the Court of Colors.
Is there a lot of people like there usually is, or significantly less because of...
Today is another cloudy day. It's drizzling a little bit. It's a little colder. There's not many people out today. Of course, there's always people where there are markets, getting groceries or necessities and the like. But yeah, it's a pretty not much going on today in the Court of Colors.
Okay, just curious. How's Bone Lady looking?
Roll perception or investigation.
17. Either or would have been 17 because I have a +4.
She's not there today.
Oh no, Bone Lady.
It's raining out. She might just be home.
I had to check because I feel like Ida would definitely like look over there because
Right,
of
yeah.
all the hype that we've been dealt with the past few days about.
She's an enigma, man. I don't know what she's up to. So are you all searching around, going right up to the largest building in the area, or
Do I know where the place is? Would I know what a place is?
roll history?
I don't know what a place is. It's a natural 1.
Natural 1.
That makes it 7.
I don't know if you've ever been there before.
Let's try to find this place because I feel like this is kind of like a dire situation. So it's good to get the information ASAP, maybe. If we could find the place.
Yeah, if we can even locate it.
Can I make perception to try to find this place?
Yeah.
Can I also aid in that by like taking a look on the other side as well? Should I roll my own or?
No.
That's 19 there.
Did you roll with advantage?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Ira's helping you look.
That's a natural 20.
Hey.
Wow.
Okay, so
So 24.
this is kind of a... It's kind of an embarrassing situation for you, what's happening right now. Because you get into the throes and the thick of the Court of Colors. You're looking around and you're like, I don't know, I don't remember this place. I don't think I've ever been here before. As then, like, Ira and Jack are looking behind your back at this large, multi-tiered, like, blue and white building. As you turn around and...
Hey Thresh, I think
There
it's
it
over
is.
here. It's right.
Shade, do you
Do you
think,
think it's this building?
Yeah, the large multicolored, multi-tiered building?
The first time you got the bird speechless.
I don't think it's spells I can use, but I never.
You can use invisibility.
Nah.
I don't need 2 missing party members.
I was like, I'm not honestly considered like 3rd level sleep on one of them. But
Out.
talk shit, huh? I know I can take Jack out at least. Night night, bitch.
That's the quietest I ever heard, Jack.
He goes to sleep and all you hear is the monologue noise.
You know, sometimes you have those days where you just feel like you're just a big old pot of coffee.
I imagine this. I imagine this all just like an imagination of Thrush, just like playing, and then it just goes back to him standing there all quiet, and we're just standing there like, yeah, like right over there.
Hey, Thrush, did you just have a Scrubs like JD flashback?
Jack is so meta, it's ridiculous.
Let's walk us to the fucking building. Hey!
Thrush is tired of these player shenanigans.
As this large painted blue wooden door just kind of props open, and you see a oh, sorry, oh, little burpee. There is a maybe early 20s human man with light skin and almost shaved down, like crew cut hair, dressed in these blue and white sort of ceremonial robes. As he looks out and he goes, "Yes, how can I help you?"
Hey, Dutch Nightingale, voice of Rexxentrum. I was told by an associate of mine that you and your order or whatever were keepers of great knowledge, and I seek some of that knowledge for, honestly, for good reasons, actually, like actual doing good. Weird.
You're just coming to grips with that now.
It's more like I realized I don't have to lie because I'm actually like I was fully prepared to, but I don't actually have to.
Right, yes, and what are your names, please?
My name is Nira. Nice to meet you. Oh, no, it is
Whoa,
not. It is
whoa.
Ida.
Ah!
Give it a time.
Not my son. I knew that was going to happen once.
That's what happens when you make a character with one letter different from another character of yours.
Cut that out real quick. My name is Ida. Nice to meet you.
Dutch Nightingale.
Resurrection Trump. The name's Jack. Jack Hardname.
Yes, well, I am Jivril. Please. And kind of opens the door and starts kind of ushering you in.
All right. And then,
Walk inside.
follow, yeah.
As you walk in, there's sort of this entrance hallway area. You see a lot of the sigils of like these blue sort of circular sigils, kind of the banner of the Cobalt Soul. As eventually you get into this sort of main area, as this tower goes all the way up, you could just see floors and floors and floors of just books. This is a massive, massive, well-kept library.
I do the
Yeah.
We're not kidding.
Is this your first time here?
Yeah. More of a song guy, not a book guy, but you know, how you tell your story doesn't really matter as long as it gets told.
Sure. Well, perhaps some things here may assist your songs. how can we be of service to you today?
Well, hypothetically, let's say that somebody was in a sort of fight, happens, scrap.
Yeah.
And their opponent started using magic. Not uncommon. There's magical people everywhere. But this magic manifested itself as a giant
A shadow.
Yeah, a giant scary ass shadow that kind of like, it kind of sucks the air out of the room because it's terrifying.
And a tentacle.
And it's like, and the person associated with said shadow shot these vein-like tentacles out of their body that was appearing to drain the very life out of someone. Hypothetically speaking, like, what would you call something like that?
And it felt like skin.
And it felt like skin. He can hear you also.
Yeah. Do we miss anything?
I don't think we missed anything. I think we got that all down.
I think we got that all, yeah. Do we mention it's a shadow?
I think we got the shadow part down.
Okay, I just want to make sure we got our bases covered.
Is this a imagination sort of thing, or
What do you think this is? D&D? No, this is real life.
you speak of hypotheticals, yet forgive me, it's all oddly specific.
Yeah, you gotta be specific in a hypothetical situation if you want to find the information you're looking for.
Yeah, haven't you ever played Would You Rather? It's like you gotta find out what's the extent of each sort of scenario before you really come to a good decision.
As he kind of like leans in a bit closer, he goes, "Is this something we should be concerned with?"
Should we tell him yes? Yeah.
That depends. So I know you guys, very, at a very distance. I'm not really familiar with your whole like modus operandi situation. Is it just like collecting information? What do you do with that information?
We are dedicated to collection and protection of all information in the world.
And how does that stretch also into just like the very city of Rexxentrum?
It stretches very far. Of course, we do not have many ranks within the Kreen dynasty. Of course, anywhere that civilization exists, politics, of course, exist as well. So we exist under mainly the Dwendalian Empire, yet does not make us agents of the Empire, if that is a concern of yours.
Then yeah, it's kind of true.
Yeah, I kind of get the struggle. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, we saw some shit, and we need some help.
Right, please take a seat. And he motions to one of the nearby sort of like reading tables. This is, as it would sound, a bit above my position. Please, just one moment, please. As he kind of scurries away, a little anxious.
I knew the situation was not good, but this makes me think it's a lot worse than even what we thought.
Seemed pretty shaken up about it, if you ask me.
Yeah, I thought we had confirmed with him that it was a hypothetical. Like, he seemed to be sort of reading between the lines on that one there.
I'm wondering if anything that we find out might help me understand the dream I was having too.
Well,
I mean,
nice.
it could have been just a random thing, but so strange to happen, right after we see that.
Yeah.
I just keep thinking about it.
Yeah.
Look, I already talked to her about her dreams. If anyone else wants to talk to her about them, it's your turn.
I guess that
There's one other person
is that
there.
a call to action? Sure.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Chaps is not here. Chaps is sitting there silently, just looking at us.
MIA.
Surprise! I've been here the whole time. No, just kidding.
Oh my gosh. What are you, max headroom? Like Jesus.
A max
polls today-
headroom bulldog.
The polls today are immaculate.
Call me voting day because I got all the polls.
Get out.
Okay, bye everybody. Bye.
Get back over here.
And we never saw him again.
Yeah. So you want to talk to me about this dream there, Ira?
Yeah, I mean, it was actually really scary. I was being what felt like swallowed by blackness and shadows, and I'm trying to keep a straight face while doing that.
Sorry. I realized I was ruining a very important monologue. I was doing my stupid bit. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Bunch of loopy people.
Felt like I was being swallowed by shadows, and I saw these lights, and I thought I could reach it, so I stuck my hand out, but they were like a lot further than I thought they were, so I started moving forward, and once I could reach it, I just started feeling like really warm, like very hot, and it started becoming overbearing, and then all of a sudden I just woke up before I could what felt like burn. I thought that was harmless. It looked so, like in the dark, it was like the light in the dark, but the light was also dangerous.
You know who might know about your dreams, Ida?
Who?
The Bone Lady.
Of course.
She seems like the kind of person who's really into like dreams and like zodiac signs and things of that nature.
Okay. Anyway. So, you've never had a dream like this before?
No, never. And to be honest, the fire when I did turn into a wolf, that was new.
Yes. Well, maybe
So
there's.
was she the Bone Lady after this?
Let's focus on this task and then also finding our metal friend, and then maybe if we haven't died by that point, we'll come up with a plan that doesn't involve going to talk to the wind chime lady. We deal with this. Is there some kind of check I could make to try to help interpret this dream or anything? Like, I saw her turn into flames and then a wolf, correct? So is there any connections I can make with it? Like, I don't want to just like wildly grasp at something, but like, I don't particularly know a lot about people with lycanthropy, but
I feel like the most, even if you were to check, because I feel like the most that I would know is exactly what you know.
yeah.
Like kind of just like maybe there is a weird connection with the dream because you did have the fire with the wolf for the first time, and then the black shadow with
What kind
Kai.
of check do you think that would be? Like an arcana or like a religion or like a nature?
Roller's choice.
Sure, I have a +1 to all of these, so it doesn't matter. Dick all. Here we go. Nat 1 coming up. I rolled a 12. I'll do arcana.
All you would know of this sort of situation in regards to the world of magic is that visceral dreams like this often have connections to things or influences aside from your subconscious, as in there's often a reason for these dreams.
I turn to Ida and I go, well, I say you hold on to that dream, all right? And keep it close. maybe there's a connection to be made at some point.
Do you think it's more than a dream?
My magic is in stories, and dreams are just stories, so there's always magic there somewhere. Until then, there's an answer somewhere. We'll find it. If you need help, I got nothing better to do other than die here and fighting in an endless battle with a crazy gangster politician who decides that he is tough shit and wants to run things, So yeah, I got time.
Okay.
As you're finishing up your
Got you back
conversation,
there, Ira.
Thanks, Thrush.
Yeah, don't
As
mention it. Seriously, don't mention it. Don't
as
tell
you're
anybody.
finishing up your conversation there, you see Jarrell sort of scurrying back with a person you've never seen before. This is a half-elf person of a sort of non-discriminate gender, with very sharp, angular, almost sunken features, sort of middle-aged looking, very bright red hair, and very, very immaculate white and gold robes with a blue trim. As Jarrell comes up and says, of course, this is High Curator Udalafon. Please, and turns to Udal and says, apologies again. I'm aware you're very busy. This seems important. Please forgive me. As then he kind of goes off to the front door as Udala says, hello.
I just make a motion. Thanks, Jay.
He's quite nervous, isn't he?
Yeah. So we were
So, as they kind of pull out a seat and sit down, I have been made aware that you have something important.
giant shadow man creature attached to a guy who could shoot these weird tentacle things, or they can.
That feel like skin.
Yeah, it's like skin. They suck energy out. Pretty terrifying. What would you call something like that? It's really run through it, just
Yeah, just for the first time in this entire campaign, you are all way out of your element here.
It's uncomfortable. I don't. This is too
It's very nice. It's very organized. It's all clean. It's all.
I was like, you gotta forgive us. We're not used to this kind of.
Honesty?
No. I'd say atmosphere. That's a good word for it.
Yes, you must forgive the appearances.
I feel like I should be forgiving my appearance here. I'm still wearing really large clothes.
Yeah.
I mean, I look great, so we're doing great over here.
From what you describe, this seems like very dark magic, indeed.
We were getting that impression, yes.
If
Yeah.
if you do not mind, I would like a bit more information, if possible.
I pass a glance back to Jack and Ida, and then I go, yeah, sure. Quick question though, before we get more into that. You wouldn't happen to have seen a So, all right, sorry. Would I colloquially know the term for what Chaps is?
Sure. I mean,
I keep calling him the metal man. I refer to him as Chaps, but
And-
like, would I know how to describe him outside of just being like, it's a metal guy? Like,
Sure. I mean, in the source material, Warforged aren't really mentioned, but in our iteration of it here for the game, we can say that they're, common enough.
just want to know, like, this is something I didn't think about until just now. You wouldn't happen to have seen a Warforged around here, have you? Pretty neatly dressed. At metal scar right here.
No, but you must forgive me. I have not been outside yet today.
Okay, no, sorry. It's just we're looking for one. Look for a metal man. But
I can make my expositors aware.
Not sure.
Well, I guess as long as, like, if we're still here, you know,
Yeah,
to at least let him know that we were here.
yeah. If you do come across one, just say that Thrush Nightingale's looking for him. But other than that, we may have come across an individual who possessed these abilities. Was able to, magic is one thing, but being able to summon a giant shadow creature that's something I've never heard of before.
It feels otherworldly. Doesn't feel normal.
And you have seen this individual in Rexxentrum?
It's putting it lightly, yeah. Perhaps
They're just giving you like a very intense like stare down.
I think we should tell them.
I don't know if we should. We don't know who's.
I mean, but there's a lot of people there that could attest to what happened too.
let's say an individual who possesses a modicum of power in the government has this ability.
So they just kind of look around. Camille. And they get up and just start walking deeper into this building.
I turn to them, I go, I think I said a secret word.
Wonder what we get.
Either killed or all the information we need. There's no in between. There's not a possible in between.
I guess we get ready then, just in case. Keep that in the back of our mind.
Are you all following?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say, you coming, Jack?
Yeah.
Coming.
As the High Curator, they kind of make their way between some shelves of books and the like, down then towards a side hallway where the very large central library chamber was so open and exposed that this sort of hallway feels very small by comparison. As they, go and make a left and then a right, and then turn into a side room. Are you following behind still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you walk in, this is you're realizing that this is kind of like the employees only section here, as you are now in a small sort of side conference room, very plain like wooden walls aside from those cobalt soul sigils kind of put up around. As you come in, they shut the door. You see them kind of just scan around with their hand. Let's see. Please take a seat.
Okay.
Take a seat.
Take a seat. Very uneasily, might I add.
Ida just trusts and sits down.
How much do you know of the Cobalt Soul?
Just told them everything we know, right?
To be honest, I'd never really heard of you until we were told to come here.
Pretty sure I
course
thought
you-
they were a jazz band about an hour ago. I'm not sure.
Of course, you can say many things when you're out in the open, but here, now, what do you know of the Cobalt Soul?
Not much. I know you guys exist and that you're big into collecting information, and as your boy Jarrell said, peace. You're big into that, into peace.
In a sense. However,
Why?
we are...
What do we need to know about the Cobalt Soul?
Well, the Cobalt Soul exists independently of the crown.
Yeah, we do know.
So what do we need to know from you?
Well, let's start. Shall we start from the beginning then?
Let's do it.
Are you telling everything? We could skip through the whole summary unless
I
you want to
wanna-
pick and choose your.
I'm just
You're
gonna like cut
back.
this like Dutch Nightingale, voice of Rexxentrum. You know, whisper wisdom, voice of the streets. You know, basically, I'm a performer on the streets. I am an informant for what people would describe the good and as well as the low lives of the city. Yes.
Ida's just gonna like cut in and be like, Ida, Icehaven, spooky wolf. We can talk about that later. it's
It
fine.
comes up later. Don't worry, we'll get there.
Dalafan, half elf.
Jack Hardname, human man. Run my sort of own private practice business, and things were pretty smooth sailing till somebody threw a brick through my window, and then from there it's all been sort of. So.
Because actually, if you go to YouTube.com and you search up Extra Attack, it'll really explain everything.
You can really kind of see the whole origin of how we got ourselves into this situation. It's
If
quite,
you have like a good 8 to 10 hours, you can kind of bring yourself to right here.
bring yourself up to
so,
speed if you'd like.
Oh, it's way longer than that.
way longer than
Oh,
that.
shit, yeah.
We also have a Discord server.
We've got a few emotes here on Twitch.
God, I just love the idea of just promoting mid-episode.
By the way, you had a nice, refreshing beverage.
Yeah, stay hydrated.
I basically like bullet pointed where I'm just like, we had a job go bad and we ended up working for some not so great people. Turns out that the underground organizations in the city,
Myriad.
yeah, as well as some people in the actual government. I don't know if you've ever heard of a scumbag named Kayan Ness, aka
Yes. The Guildmaster.
Yeah. So basically, he was in cahoots with a man named Armand Bathalis. They were dealing in some kind of, honestly, that hasn't come up in a while. Some kind of anti-magic.
Yeah. I had some
Material.
black powder, and that sort of felt like a red herring, too.
Like some anti-magic material, which is this time of war would be, useful for the crown in the war effort. And apparently, there used to be a business dealing that went south, aka Goldfang Kayan Ness wanted to squeeze out Armand. In this interaction, we ended up getting roped into a few different paths. We could continue.
Boy, did we.
Yeah. And that we had a job for Armand that went south due to a third party. Some freedom fighters in the city or whatever. I don't know if you heard them, the locksmiths or whatever.
Wait, can I add something in there too?
Be my guest.
The night that everything went down with Goldfang when he betrayed Armand. That was the night that they hired me to be there too.
Yeah, something about him wanting our girl Ida to be there. I don't know. We're still trying to put the pieces together. We tried to use this situation to pit essentially 3 factions against one another so that we can get out from under them. But yeah, it just kept going south further and further. We saw an opportunity to try to get them all in one location to handle themselves accordingly. Riled up Armand to go take out Goldfang. In the middle in between this, I was also working for a member of the Crown's Guard that I informed for, named Louis Richter. They're good people, but I feel like I let them down a bit when we tried to go confront old Kayoness. He displayed these abilities that we have described to you. And now we find ourselves in a situation where we feel like the best move for Rexxentrum is to align in a common interest with a few different parties. Mostly.
Should we tell him about how he tried to kill them?
Sorry.
Or them.
Udalifon is agenter.
Oh. Yeah. Should we tell them my mistake, sir? Ma'am? Them? What is it? I tried to think of like a gender
an honorific,
neutral.
Dude.
Excuse me, I can't think.
Should
we tell them about how Kai tried to kill Armand?
Yeah, Kai tried to take Armand out by what looked like sucking the very life out of him, but in an unexpected act of kindness on my part, I kind of saved his life.
Emphasis on the unexpected.
Hey, I'm not a total asshole. And like I said,
but we had been actively planning on. No,
yeah, but like in that instance, I didn't want Kai to have it.
Okay, I gotcha.
And at that instance, I realized he's a bigger threat than Armand could probably be any day at this rate.
Oh, most definitely, yeah.
Because Armand's an asshole, but he's
a human asshole, or he's a non-Eldritch being.
He's a small
asshole.
fish in a big pond kind of deal. But
yeah.
Enough to make waves for us, but not in the grandest scale, in my opinion. So basically, we're trying to, enemy of my enemy situation, and we feel like the best thing to do for the city and most people around is to get rid of Kayoness in some way, shape, or form, whether it be in a box or getting his position terminated or relinquished from him. Did I forget anything? Oh yeah, I skipped the part where Ira is a wolf, if she's cool with me saying that.
I think you summed up literally the last 6 episodes or so. I feel like we could just cut that whole monologue, and then that's our catch up right there.
I have a few theories, yet they may take a bit of researching. Would you like to stay here and perhaps read some of the books? It may speed things up.
I mean, yeah, but also, there's someone we're trying to find, so I don't know.
I will let you know. The Cobalt Soul has been at odds with the clown for some number of years.
At odds in what aspects? I mean, you're in their city,
Yes, and yet We see ourselves as a force to keep them in check. If these influences from other possible realms or betrayer gods or what have you are infiltrating the crown, then we feel that it is our responsibility to insert ourselves into the situation to keep those forces at bay.
So you're like the grown-up version that the other people were dealing with.
Far more bureaucratic, unfortunately.
You say that word again, please.
Bureaucratic.
I wasn't making fun of the way you were doing the action. I just really like the way that. Bureaucratic.
I just open my mouth
Bureaucratic.
and perfectly mock him saying bureaucratic.
Yeah.
It's like he said, and I just
bureaucratic.
Bureaucratic.
I hate that that's the first way you've decided to use this.
I love it because it's something I've been able to do this entire time.
Wait, can you do the sound of a truck backing up, Thrush?
What is a truck?
Such a proper response.
Fucking
to
love that joke.
Excellent. He didn't know what a truck was, but what he didn't know was that a truck was a type of drink. And I'm making up now. Call it a truck. I don't know, man. Just fucking move on.
Is that good? I would love to try a truck.
It's delicious. It really messes you up. It feels like you got run over by some sort of four-wheeled wagon of some kind.
I feel like it would have more than 4 wheels, but continue.
Oh, depends on the type of.
I am. If you do not mind, I am very busy. So, would you prefer we investigate here on our own? This may take some time, or perhaps you can stay here and help research. Perhaps you may know what to find yourself.
Do you
Why
want us to help?
Why don't you guys go and I can help research? Go for chaps.
Okay. When we come back, you'll still be here, right? Like you won't disappear. Like, okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
not
that's
sure
fine.
if us just walking around is going to do the job, but maybe if you give me a little bit of time, I can go talk to some people. We'll be back.
Sounds good to me.
Very well.
You'd probably know the best people to talk to. Sorry, oh my god, that one snuck right in the middle of that word. You'll probably know the best people to talk to. That was my retake. Can't one take Jake all of them, you know?
Yeah, right.
It's okay. I had to retake a few things.
Chaps,
Yes, sir.
what are we doing?
We're kind of zooming back a bit to the morning. Chaps went to bed early. Slept. I mean, he only has to be powered down for 6 hours. So gets up probably 3-4 in the morning. Sneaks out quite successfully based on my early roll from like an hour and a half ago or whatever at this point. He's going for a walk, and what at first is kind of random directions in the tangles just giving him time to think. He starts heading in a direction he hasn't been in quite some time. He starts heading towards what's it called? The candles?
This is if you go into the Shimmer Ward and kind of skirt around the castle towards the back, you find yourself at this location with multiple large sort of twisted towers, each of them with sort of additions or alterations to them, and such, each specific and each having a tint of personality.
Yeah, and I think he gets to this area and he kind of finds a spot, maybe a bench, maybe just a wall to lean against, and he just kind of stands or sits there and he just kind of like looks at them, thinking really hard for like minutes turn into a couple hours, and it's like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. People are probably starting to move around, and I mean he's pretty good at not pulling attention to himself. It's kind of what he does for a living. But maybe around 9, 10, he decides, no, maybe it's time. There's too much going on. He knows he's gonna have to dig into some old connections that he never thought he would. Again, like intentionally cut ties with them, and I mean he doesn't even know if they'll let him back in the tower for starters, but now's the time to try it. Like there's a bigger threat at risk, and I mean he knows his connections are connected to the threat, and maybe there's something he can do about it that he didn't want to bring the party into at this moment. Like I mean, if he gets nowhere with it, he just goes for a long walk, and that's what he leaves it as. That's kind of how he's rationalizing this. Like, if I get nothing out of this, I don't need to get into it. But
Sure.
So, at this point, he's gonna approach the tower he knows to be Ludinous Deleths.
As you get up to the tower, there is no sort of door on the outside of this tower. As you just hear in your head, chaps, what a surprise.
There's been some
Like that.
developments.
Yeah. Please, enter. And suddenly a sort of arcane glowing line goes up, across, and back down, and then the whole segment shimmers and disappears, revealing the entrance.
And he takes this moment to gather himself, and almost as if walking back into his past, like his whole posture just shifts and he walks in.
Walking in, this is the first place that you're in right now is a sort of seating room that takes up most of the expanse of the entire tower. It's very tall, but this room kind of fills the entire circular area, as there are a few sort of couches and benches and tables and the like, as it's all kind of checkered marble floor and like golden detail and a lot of red and sort of sharp features everywhere. So after a minute, walking down the stairs in his very official deep crimson robes, the thinning long silver hair, is Ludinous Deleth.
And you
Is
see
he-
Chaps, he's standing kind of in the hallway expectantly. His posture's very straight, very formal. His head is down just enough where he's not going to match his eye level as he normally does, but in this case it's almost like more out of respect than out of what he normally is. Then it's more respect than aversion. And he kind of just like gently like nods his head and is like, I appreciate you seeing me on such short notice.
Of course, I saw you the other day, and, well, I only assumed trouble would not be far behind. Please, take a seat. Just gestures out with the, like, long, bony fingers.
Yeah, and I'll kind of make my way and just kind of sit in a spot that he's not been for quite some time.
Yeah. He sits down across from you and just kind of folds his hands in front of him. So, what can I do for you?
And Chaps will look up and will actually meet his gaze. And it's almost like you can tell there's a part of him that's trying to say like, what are you doing? But he knows in this situation he has to be like fully forward and he says I walked away from this place nearly 30 years ago after what happened with Noraby. But due to my recent involvement with, I mean, I'm sure you keep tabs on me. I'm sure you know I've been working with Armand. His involvement with Kai Arness has kind of thrown me into a bit of a ring. I know, I mean, I was a little surprised to encounter you when we went to go see Kai, but I know you have dealings with almost all high officials, so I'm not too surprised.
Yes.
How much do you know about Kai Arness?
Enough. We have our dealings, of course. Some sort of more covert projects to benefit the war efforts. Any further information is not something I concern myself with. I know he works with Baroness Irisor, as she is Archmage of Industry. Him being Guildmaster, it falls in line.
Of course.
We have our own dealings. Of course, if anyone's been in that gaudy establishment of his would know he's not always above board, but he gets the job done when it needs to be done. What do you know of Kai Arness?
Oh, there's so much to get into. Well, I mean, my dealings with him have been on his less above board side, I guess we'll say. I'm sure the items you're discussing are some of his anti-magical in nature.
So, the roots run deeper than originally anticipated.
Very much so. The sourcing of the materials are actually a little closer to me than I knew, well, days ago. But I'm not here to inform you about all of Armand and Kai's dealings. I'm sure you can find that information yourself. I'm here with a little more of a dire situation.
Sure.
Last night, Armand, myself, my crew, and his crew went to confront Kai. We had our reasons for pushing Armand to do so, but what we discovered, I feel, is a little more above our heads than expected. He is a man of many deals, as I'm sure you know, and it seems the deals he's made are far darker in nature than, well, even I understand.
Greed feeds greed. It's only a matter of time before these things caught up with him.
Yeah, the position I'm in right now, I'm not so sure what actions I expect you to take. I guess I'm here more as an informant than asking for help. I mean, if I could, I would, but I don't think I'm in any position to do such things. His, well, I guess his magical dealings seem to be, it's hard to describe. Fleshy in nature, at least. I feel like he's a threat to more people than I currently understand, and you're one of the only people who I know that may take this information seriously, given I was an informant for you for quite some time.
Well, as Archmage of Domestic Protection, it certainly feels like it's my jurisdiction.
I'm just concerned that the power he has is beyond my reach, beyond any reach of anyone that's I'm currently associated with. And if his dealings are of this level of power, I can only imagine he's seeking more.
Perhaps I can be of some assistance. She kind of looks around the room for a second, then meets back at your gaze and says, "Chaps, what's transpired with Nora B was tragic."
And you can see he kind of like rubs his cheek a little bit, and then he kind of catches himself doing it, and he like balls his hand into a fist, and he kind of like tucks it away.
Of course, our position was strained in the matter. And I'm sure, and he kind of looks down just below your eyes towards your scar and says, and I'm sure you will always be reminded of that.
Every day.
However, if I am to help you, I would ask that you help me once more.
Seems only given.
You will do what you do best, if you accept.
Of course I do.
And feel free to bring your friends. This may require some other sort of gestures, should things go a certain way.
I think, given the position we're in, we'll take all the help we can get. I have a feeling I know where they went. They don't exactly know I'm here right now. They don't exactly know my history, but...
Well,
and we're very worried for you.
Kioness has a meeting soon with Baroness Irisor. Perhaps you can figure something out. I will be in touch, chaps.
Thank you for meeting me.
If things are as dire as you truly say they are, we will sort this out.
Thank you. Is there a time that I should bring my company back here?
He kind of taps that. I will contact you.
Of course.
Of course.
And he gets up and he kind of like formally, kind of half bows.
As he kind of gives a nod in response, he says, please, chaps, take care of yourself. As then he waves his hand and the doorway appears again on the wall.
And he just, without another word, turns and walks out.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
No.
Somehow I knew it was
Just
coming.
keep playing.
Just record a whole other episode tonight.
No. We'll have more. It'll be
Yeah,
okay.
I was honestly thinking about that meeting for fucking week and a half.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. Wow, amazing. Okay, well, thank you, Internet, for hanging out with us for this truly illuminating episode.
Yeah.
As things are really winding up here, be sure to follow us on all social medias if you're not.
What's wrong with you? You know?
Do all the things. We
Jeez.
appreciate it, and we appreciate
Yeah.
you. Thank you so much again for watching, and we hope to see you next week. Have a good week.
Yeah.